MJ and the crew minus Fester on a Friday, and well, I guess it's a good time to bring up that I feel like I'm getting worked over. I'm getting wham, scam, ram, damn, bamboozled. Listen, I'm getting gamed. I watched Fester's plane take off this morning, by the way, for his week-plus vacation, Froggy.
Must be nice.
Yeah, so hang on, it's still on my flight, radar 24. See where his flight is. Yeah, his flight left, he's Tampa to Denver, and they left 32 minutes ago. Yeah, Fester's on Southwest 2826 to Denver right now, and I'm tracking his flight. Let's see where the hell they are. They're over the Gulf. Actually, they're over the Gulf. They just crossed. They're just about at Panama City now. So Fester's on a Southwest 737 with the kids and Allison, his wife. They're heading out to meet his mother-in-law. The mother-in-law said, "Let's have a family vacation in Colorado." I think they go to some campground or something. I have no idea.
He takes the weirdest vacations.
He does.
The mother-in-law planned the trip.
Yeah. Do you know any more about this than I know?
That's all I know. Is she picked the dates. She picked the place. Yeah, it was his mother-in-law.
All right, so here's why I feel like I'm getting worked over, because you guys have figured this out, that when I go on vacation, we take off. When I go on vacation, we do a best of run of the MJ Morning Show, and you guys all get that time off. And now, hold on, what is...
Is there a baby cow in here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here when you're gone.
Well, not always.
Middays.
Well, you're not always here. There'll be people that will fill in.
Yes.
You know, when you're not, when you go on vacation, who does middays when you're away?
No, when you go on vacation,
right.
I'm still here.
Right.
Like the vacation we have coming up, I'm still going to be here middays.
Okay. Right. Well, for 10 minutes while you track, but that's a whole different story.
Okay.
All right. So the deal is that Fester and Froggy, they figured out that when I'm out, that they get that time off. So what you guys are starting to do is you're starting to take vacations outside of when I take vacation. So the big wham scam here is you guys are getting more vacation weeks per year than I get.
Well, I'll tell you, in my case, I haven't had a vacation in a couple of years. So when you take off, I'm working. Or if I have to take my last week I had to take off, I had to be in Texas for a week. So I'm not laying on a beach, buddy, like Fester's going to be doing.
And it just so happened you pick all your vacation dates, MJ. Hopefully they coincide with when we want to take off. But like Fester's mother-in-law isn't consulting your schedule. She obviously runs things in their house. She's not worried about when your vacation is.
What the hell are they doing?
I don't know.
Mother-in-law picks a vacation in Colorado, and what are they going to do? Anyway, so Fester's on Southwest right now, which I think it is perfect. It's a perfect tie-in, perfect segue, because did you hear this video that's rolling around of the Southwest flight attendant rapping like the safety message?
Oh, come on. That's so cheesy.
You know, we've talked about this in the past. For whatever reason, the Southwest flight attendants over the last 10 years, they've really backed it down. It used to be that you go back 12, 15, even 20 years ago, the Southwest flight attendants, they were all joking. They were all cutting up. They all had some kind of shtick. They all had some kind of act going on. All the flight, it was like almost every flight you were on.
It got to be a little much.
And then it just seems to have last 10 years, it just kind of hit the brakes, almost like you're about to skid off the runway. I mean, really, they hit the brakes.
Do you think they had a meeting and they're like, listen, I know you guys think you're real funny, but we're going to have to...
Well, you just don't get it as much. I mean, you get a little bit of funniness every once in a while, but whenever I've flown Southwest, I would say in the last 5 years, I can't remember the last time I had, one of the funny flight attendants that had a whole shtick, like a whole stand-up comedy act worked out.
Right? When did they peel back the yuckity yucks? Was that 5 years ago, or was it COVID time?
No. Like I just said, I just said a minute ago that it's like 10 years ago. It seems like it changed. You don't have the same density of the yuckity yuck Southwest flight attendants with some kind of a stand-up comedy act. But guess what? There's this flight attendant on Southwest on a recent flight, and someone recorded this and then posted this online. And listen to this Southwest flight attendant. Maybe Fester is on the flight with this guy. I have no idea. Listen to this.
This is Flight 372 on SWA. The flight attendant's on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David and I'm here to tell you that shortly after takeoff, first things first, there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster Energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3 and you get the whole can. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. Open up the bins, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat in front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on the road with the exit, we're gonna talk to you, so you might as well expect it. You gotta help evacuate in case we need you. If you don't want to, then we're gonna reseat you. Before we leave, our advice is put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put your trays up. Press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax, have a good time. It's almost time to go, so I'm done with the rhyme. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored. This is Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.
Did everybody boo him afterwards? It's terrible.
It was good.
That
but
wasn't terrible. What are you talking about? That wasn't
Shut up.
That wasn't terrible.
That's what I'd be doing.
it was good, but then it just went on and on. And
a little
on.
long there, Easy.
So that was 55 seconds. And I got to imagine whoever started recording that, they missed a good chunk up front. So they didn't get the whole thing from the beginning.
It's almost the length of a track of a real song.
It's almost the length of a flight.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
hell?
we're landing now.
So let me tell you, Dan, man, I know you're pissed. Dan, again. Oh, enough. Shut up.
We got to do like, your bags are on board, but they probably lost your luggage. Look at the guy in 22T and 22C, and he's got some ruggage. I don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't know how you were
Talk
going to
about
rhyme
boo.
luggage.
We're going to lose your luggage. The guy in the back, he's got
Looking
a bad
kind of sluggish.
or, he's got a bad toupee. Look at his ruggage or
A
something.
ruggage is good, or I
Yeah.
hope you don't get suggaged out the door.
Or that.
Just getting rolling here. It's a busy Friday morning on the MJ Morning Show. MJ, Froggy, Roxanne, Fester's on vacation with his mother-in-law.
Oh, fun with that.
Yeah. All right, we're back in a second, just getting started. Let's grab Pat with traffic on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105.
This will be a quick one because the earlier things we
Q105, it is 6:19. Hey, folks, thanks for listening. Friday morning, weekend is straight ahead for most everyone, I do believe, unless, you got to work all weekend long and, I don't know, clean out cesspools or something or, that kind of thing. So hopefully you've got a nice weekend planned. Hey, I wish Fester were actually here for this because I just have a feeling, and I could be wrong, I'm thinking that Fester knows the most about that Vanderpump Rules thing. Am I wrong, Rox? Do you know about the whole Vanderpump Rules show?
Is there? No, I don't watch the show. However, I have eaten at both the restaurants in Los Angeles, and they sell really amazing candles.
Wait a minute. At a restaurant?
Yes.
They sell candles at a restaurant?
So their restaurants are sir. And then
you said the restaurants are sewer?
Sir, not sewer, not like a.
That's a great name for a restaurant, sewer.
No, sir.
Hey, where you going for dinner tonight, Froggy?
Sewer.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Oh, the
crap sandwich?
The doo-doo pizza.
Let's go to sewer for dinner.
I'm ready.
What's the hottest new restaurant in town? It's sewer.
Well, ironically, their other restaurant.
Sludge.
I think it's called the restaurant's called Vanderpump, isn't it? Or Pump?
Pump. Well, that's what I was going to say. Ironically, the other restaurant is named Pump.
All right, I'm aware of Vanderpump Rules. I'm cursorily aware of it. I'm not into that genre of reality television. So, what can you tell me about the show? Because I'm headed somewhere on something.
I know a little bit about it.
So, all right, Froggy, what do you know about Vanderpump Rules?
I know that it started out as a show about the waitresses and waiters and bartenders in the Pump restaurant, and it was they all sleep with each other, they all get in fights, and lately it's been Tom Sandoval and
okay. Oh, dude, you know,
and Ariana Madix.
Wow, how do you know this?
Because I know everything. Come on, I follow all the stuff.
How do you know this?
Yeah, who are you?
It's the Scandival is what they're calling it.
So Sandoval, who is Sandoval?
Tom Sandoval is one of the he used to be a bartender at Pump, and then he just was on the show, and he was just a guy. He married a girl on the show named Ariana. She's super hot and blonde, and it turns out he was cheating on her with another member of the show.
All right, and then what does Andy Cohen have to do with the show?
He's the producer of the show.
Oh, so he's okay.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up,
and he hosts the big reunion shows where they all come and sit and rip on each other, and all the stuff happens.
There's only one reason why I'm doing this is because I saw a story on this Vanderpump Rules feud that's going on, and the headline I saw was Ariana Madix explodes at Raquel Leviss.
That's the girl that he was cheating on her with, Raquel.
And says, go bleep yourself with a cheese grater.
Ow.
Oh, my God. That's the only reason why I'm bringing Go bleep yourself with a cheese grater?
That Ariana, she's a pistol.
Oh, my God.
And that would really probably hurt.
Does that sound painful?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Go bleep yourself with a cheese grater.
Of now, all the kitchen utensils.
Would that be a microplaner? Or would that be...
All right, let's hope.
Yeah.
Good old Ariana. You got to love her. You got to love her.
Ariana Madix. Am I saying her name right, or is it Maddox?
I think it's probably Maddox.
Ariana Madix lobbed a slew of F-bombs and insults at Raquel Leviss during their first on-camera confrontation after the latter's months-long affair with Tom Sandoval. Yeah, Froggy knows all these players.
Yeah.
Bleep yourself with a bleeping cheese grater. Bleep you bleeping suck. Do they bleep this on TV?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because it is cable. So it's not.
No, they don't let them just lay out the F word.
Because it's not broadcast television. Broadcast television and like broadcast radio like this, we can't let all the profanity fly. But if it's on cable television or satellite, or, pay TV, you can curse all you want on that stuff. So I didn't know how much. And what network does this Vanderpump? Is this?
It's E, isn't it?
No, it's Bravo.
Bravo.
Oh, that's right. Andy Cohen's attached to Bravo, isn't he?
He runs that place, basically.
Does he really?
Is there a woman named Stassi still on the show? Because there's
She used to be. She's not on the show anymore.
Okay. Somebody here at the station used to say that I looked like Stassi, but Stassi's really evil, I guess, on the show, so she would call me the nice Stassi.
I don't think you look like Stassi, really.
So like the Wicked Witch of the West and then the Good Witch from like the Wizard of Oz. Is that what it is?
The Good Witch, yes.
Anyway, I would have no reason to bring up this Vanderpump thing except I just found go bleep yourself with a bleeping cheese grater. I thought that to be
Classy gal.
So this is who wants to eat at this restaurant? You're telling me this is really a restaurant where they work?
Well, initially it was. I think they're also famous now that they probably don't work there. But for a few years, you could go there and see those guys like bartending. Remember Jax? Jax was a guy on the show, a real douchebag.
No, I remember Jax from Sons of Anarchy, man.
No.
That's the only Jax that I know.
Overrated.
You know, I can't take this, like the reality television, like the Kardashian crap and this type of show. I don't have tolerance for this. Because
it's kind of going away, really, sort of. It doesn't seem like it's much of the reality stuff.
But I've never been into this genre of the reality television where they're trying to pull it off like it's real world, real time, real scenarios, when you know that it's, 75, 80, 90% is all like scripted, jacked up drama, right?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, yeah, but it's still, that show is entertaining as hell, or it used to be.
The Vanderpump. How long has that thing been on the air?
Oh, my God, a decade?
It's been on a long time. But, okay, so season 1 did start in their SUR restaurant.
SUR? S-U-R?
S-U-R. And so what SUR stands for is Sexy Unique Restaurant.
Ooh.
And this is in Los Angeles?
Yes.
And is the restaurant still around? Is it still open?
It's got to be. I went to it a couple years ago.
Can you Google it up? I want to know what the reviews look like.
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Vanderpump, owns the restaurant. And she started the show.
Okay, all right. So that whole thing, all the Real Housewives stuff, all the Kardashian shows and the spinoffs, I've got no interest. I'd rather get drilled in the eye with a dentist's drill. I'd rather my dentist slip and go, and like just.
Dude, there's a new one coming out with the Sly Stallone family. Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah, no, I saw an ad. I saw an ad like Sly Stallone is sitting down and he's surrounded by all these hot babes, and it's like his daughters.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's like
because he had kids with Jennifer Flavin, and she's beautiful. So
Flavin Flav.
Flavin Flav.
Exactly. All right, so give me the review on this SUR restaurant.
It's only getting a 3.3.
Oh man, ask my wife Michelle about a 3.3. Oh man. You know, my wife is tough. With Michelle, the threshold is really it's got to be a 4.5 or higher. Seriously.
Jeez, I mean, give me a break. What are you talking about?
What do you mean give you a break with what?
To have dinner at a place?
For Michelle,
I had Village Inn last night for dinner. Club sandwich.
Which location?
Hillsborough Avenue.
Let's look that up. Let me see what it has.
Don't you dare talk bad about my Village
I'm
Inn.
not talking anything. I'm not saying anything bad. I want to look it up.
Might have better reviews than SUR, though.
Actually, hang on a minute. Google. Let's see. What is Village Inn? Where on Hillsborough?
Yeah, we're on Hillsborough Avenue.
Village Inn
by Hanley Road.
Hillsborough. Would that be 7011 West Hillsborough Avenue?
That is it. Yes.
Okay. A 4.3.
Whoa!
Yeah. Look at the Village Inn.
It's better than SUR.
Is better than Vanderpump SUR.
They do have a good club sandwich.
Yeah, the Village Inn has a 4.3. Closed. What? Wait a minute, 6:28 in the morning. How is Village? They open at 7 o'clock?
I don't know.
How are they not open like at 5 a.m. for breakfast?
I think they close at 5 a.m. and open at 7.
No, they open at they're 7 to 9 p.m.
Oh, wow, interesting.
I would think the Village Inn would be open at like 5 or 6 a.m.
So the Village Inn would meet Michelle's requirements?
No. Well, hang on a
By
minute.
2 points.
Michelle, my wife, thinks that restaurant, and I agree with her. I'm in total agreement. We like to see, let me say we, but Michelle kind of started this. We like to see a restaurant review no lower than a 4.5 on Google. And, you know, all the Yelp and the travel advisor, we don't pay attention to that stuff. We look at really the best place for reviews these days is Google. Let's just be honest. And the other thing is, you know, we've become sort of experts at like weeding through the junk. the crappy reviews. Like someone will say, 1 star, couldn't find a parking spot. It's like, shut up! What do you mean? How about the food, the service? The restaurant is so busy, I couldn't find a parking spot. So someone leaves them 1 star. So you got to be able to weed through the ass clowns, the morons that will drag a restaurant score down for the most menial, ridiculous things.
Now, why is Google the best? Why is Google better than Yelp? Just cooler people hang out on Google?
No, I think it's volume. It's just many more reviews, and I just find it to be a better source. Like, Froggy, let me go to your Village Inn here.
Go ahead, please.
And I'm done with Vanderpump Rules. I just wanted to say the cheese grater thing. That's all I wanted to say. So, let's see. Let me bring up newest review 20 hours ago. Joshua Bonholm, 20 hours ago, your Village Inn on West Hillsborough. All the staff is nice, and the food is really cooked to the way you like it.
Yeah, it's true.
I would like to buy an ED, Pat, please. So 5 stars. Look at that. That's the last review. Here's another one. 5 days ago, just 5 stars, no message, and the Village Inn responded, thank you so much. Look, they're even responding from the Village Inn on West Hillsborough. Look at that. Now, hang on.
Who would ever go after having a meal and type and center and write a Yelp review? I don't.
No, this is a Google review.
Or Google, whatever.
This is a Google review.
Anything.
The lowest is, and then you can sort it. You can filter it. So for this Village Inn, 10 months ago, 1 star from Flip Isa.
What?
Yeah, that sounds like a real person, doesn't it?
Flip Isa.
Flip Isa. I've always enjoyed visiting Village Inn restaurants, but this one has a different vibe. Location was practically empty during the early afternoon. I counted 2 other occupied tables.
The problem? What, do you want it to be packed to the gills?
Then they complain about that. Had to wait. Couldn't find a parking spot.
It's too empty here.
Hey, Village Inn that you like there, Froggy. 4.3,
there
baby.
We go. That's
Look
what
at
I'm talking about.
And no one's getting bleep with a cheese grater, I don't think, over there.
Well, you never know.
Hopefully. All right, 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday morning. Don't forget, we got Duran tickets. We'll give those away coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, so make sure you're listening. We got the big, huge Don't Miss story at 9:10 every morning, and then we'll give away Duran tickets coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. So stand by right here on the MJ Morning Show. Let's dive into some early morons in the news next. Early edition, Morons, coming up, MJ Morning Show. Let me give you a pretty... Here we go. Time for the early edition of the Morons in the News here on the MJ Morning Show. Again, I call this a self-help feature because when you listen to these idiot stories, it's got to make you feel better because there's no way that you're crapped up more than some of these people in early Morons in the News. There's no way at all here. All right, so I don't know what it is. We just talked about another like hitman website where somebody was busted because they tried to hire a hitman on a hitman website. We've talked about the rentahitman.com website numerous times. There have been recent stories where, the latest was like a guy from the Army, U.S. Army veteran. I think he was like in his early to mid-20s, and he did some time in the U.S. Army, and then he was discharged. And then he thought that his Army training would be great as a precursor to getting a job as a hitman. So he goes on rentahitman.com and he applies for a job. And it's a joke. It's a parody website. There's no website where you go online to rent a hitman to take out a rival or someone you want bumped off.
I'm not saying that I would ever rent a hitman or ever apply to be a hit woman. I'm not saying that I would.
All right.
But
where's this going?
If I was going to do either of those things,
yeah,
I would not do it on a .com site.
What, .biz?
No, I would do it on a dark web site.
Oh, so you're going to the dark web.
Yeah.
Dark web is where it's at.
So when was the last time you crawled around on the dark web there, Roxanne?
I've never done that. I mean, I kind of want to, but I mean.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely don't. Don't you get arrested if you go on the dark web? Or?
No, listen, if you try to buy drugs, maybe, or if you
Depends
or a
what you
fetus.
do.
you try to do illegal stuff on the dark web, you might be hunted down, tracked by the FBI
There's
or
guys.
something.
The's a YouTube channel I follow.
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah.
Dark web YouTube channel?
No. It's these guys that buy.
By the way, folks, Froggy follows about 400 YouTube channels with the most obscure crap of all time.
I love it.
What's
I
this
love
one
it.
now?
This is just people that buy mystery boxes from the dark web and the deep web, and the stuff they get.
What, like used
murdered weapons,
used needles?
murder weapons, like insane stuff. One guy just got like a noose that looked like it was used in a hanging. Bring it up. Let's watch some of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, mystery boxes from the deep web or the dark web.
That's the name of the YouTube channel, Mystery Boxes from the Dark Web?
Well, I'll have to get the official name, but that's what basically the page is. And people,
No wonder why you've got no time to do anything. You're
on the dark web. I guess you could order mystery murder boxes or something.
So how many total crazy offbeat YouTube channels do you follow now? What's the actual count?
471.
Thank you.
So you're telling me, okay, there are all these YouTube channels that I watch when people unbox makeup and stuff like that, and it's so fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten to my story yet. I was
we'll
just
get to
doing
it.
the setup. You guys have derailed me.
No, I'm just
This
dying.
is like Norfolk and Southern, somewhere in Ohio right now.
Unboxing is a big thing on YouTube, but I do like beauty boxes, and my kids watch shows that do,
Wait,
toy boxes.
You're entertained by going to a YouTube channel and watching a woman unbox mascara?
Yes.
Look, MJ, look at the
Yes.
first. Look at the first.
Are you serious?
It's very relaxing.
What the hell are people doing online? Yes.
Just go through some of the titles of the videos
All
there.
right, Froggy just handed me his phone. All right, so these are mystery box.
So these are mystery boxes from the dark web
Here
unboxings.
are some of the
Wow.
here are some of the titles. I opened a $500 dark web box and found this. Unexpected real dark web mystery box goes horribly wrong.
See?
I found a $666. Oh man, 666. I found a $666 dark web box and found this
Can you believe it? I mean, I'm hooked immediately.
electronics mystery box. Pay $59.90, 5 items worth. Anyway, well, their headlines, they don't give it away. You got to you got to watch. And then they drag it out. Then they have commercials every 10 minutes,
yeah,
right?
before they open it, it's like
we're going to open this up, and then you're forced into a YouTube commercial, right? While they get 6 cents for their commercial, right?
But I'll tell you what, some of that dark web stuff, oh boy.
All right, can I get to my I haven't even gotten to the story yet.
Please.
All right, the core story is this. A teenager has just been busted for trying to hire somebody on rentahitman.com to kill a 7-year-old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is this real?
Yes, listen to this. A 17-year-old girl was arrested in Iowa this week after allegedly trying to hire a hitman online and asking the hitman to take out a 7-year-old. Are you kidding me? Police say the girl used the website rentahitman.com without realizing the site was a joke. It's a parody site. According to the Des Moines Register, or Froggy would say the Des Moines Register, the 17-year-old suspect, who's now in custody, had filled out a request on the website and included the name of a child, where the child lived, and where the child could be found. The owner of the parody website, as this guy does, contacts local police, who arrested the girl after an undercover officer contacted her posing as the supposed hitman. So an undercover officer contacts the 17-year-old. Yeah, you looking for a hitman on rentthehitman.com?
I'll take out that 7-year-old, no problem.
What the hell?
Let me know where he's seen. Where's he eat dinner?
Local CBS News affiliate KCCI reports the girl's facing a felony charge of solicitation to commit murder. Her name has not been released because she's a minor. She's 17. Close enough. Give me your damn name.
Yeah, she's not, she's old enough to know you shouldn't murder someone.
Not like a 10-year-old trying to hire a hitman.
So
Yeah. What?
How does this 17-year-old have beef with a 7-year-old to the extent that she wants him dead?
That is a very good question.
Yeah, what's up with the 7-year-old? How horrible is he?
Hang on a minute.
Or she?
Neither the child nor the child's family were aware of an impending threat, according to the news, which reports investigators found evidence on the teenager's phone that indicates that there was a credible threat to the 7-year-old. This is insane. Bob Innes, the owner of rentahitman.com, told People magazine last year that he often checks the website's requests and turns information over to local police departments throughout the country because you've got absolute tool bags that will go to this website thinking you can hire a real hitman.
Who would think of a website like that would be so successful?
Dude, if you're going to meet a hitman, I'm telling you, 99% of the time, it's an undercover cop. If you're going to meet some hitman in like a Five Below parking lot or something,
Those are the best videos too when they're undercover and they're like, yeah, I just, he goes to Steak and Ale every Friday and I want you to take him out in front. Make it look like it was an accident.
So what I don't know, we don't have the information on what the beef is, why the 17-year-old girl wants to have a 7-year-old taken out by rentahitman.com.
There's no relation between them, right?
Not that we know, but why would there be any interaction between a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old? Unless like she was a babysitter.
Yeah.
A babysitter, man, those kids were really annoying.
They're really unruly.
I'm going to go to rentahitman.com. Because, man, these kids are brats.
I mean, do you really have to rent a hitman for a 7-year-old?
I mean, come on.
How hard is it? I mean, come on.
Man,
Not that I condone it,
But people are freaking amazingly stupid. I mean, stupid beyond belief.
Do you think that we've been flagged because we go to that website quite a bit? Whenever we talk about that, I've gone to the website a couple of times.
Yeah, they're watching you.
Right?
Yeah, you're under surveillance right now. Your phones are tapped.
They know my IP address now.
They're watching you. Your phones are bugged. They're watching what you look at, all your porno makeup videos and everything.
ASMR. It's not porno makeup videos.
Porno makeup videos.
But there's probably a niche for that.
Oh, man. Morons in the news, folks. Just absolute total insanity. Oh, Froggy, I've got an email directed at you.
Oh, great.
Yeah, hey, I'll get to that next, coming up in just a bit. Also, this could be the dumbest tattoo of all time. Yeah, I've got 2 tattoo stories this morning. So one involves somebody that's relatively famous. One involves a person that's not famous but got a tattoo of somebody that is famous. And you're not going to believe what the tattoo is of. All right, so tattoo regret. Hang on. Get to that. And then, Froggy, I've got an email about you.
I'm excited.
And it's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Don't move. Hey, I'm going to tell you. MJ Morning Show on Q105. MJ, I've got Froggy, I've got Roxanne, I've got no Fester. No Fester today, no Fester all next week. Why? Because he's on vacation with his mother-in-law. Is that really a vacation?
Well, doesn't sound like it to me.
Oh, man. Fester's on Southwest. Let me check the progress of his flight. I saw it take off this morning.
Does he know you're stalking him like this with his flight?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, but he called me last night about something, and he said, yeah, I'm leaving in the morning. I'm like, what time are you leaving? Oh, 5:20 is my flight. 5:20 a.m. flight.
Oh, so he has to be there at 4:20.
Yeah, from 10. Oh, listen, with his kids, I'm sure he was there at 1:35 this morning. So Fester's flight, he's on Southwest 2826, Tampa to Denver. Sir, I'm not making this up. Fester is going on vacation with his mother-in-law.
Just her. Just them two.
It's very romantic.
Well, it's Fester, his wife Allison, the two kids, and the mother-in-law.
God, it's like a
I don't
vacation movie.
Yeah, where is he right
Yeah.
now? I'm looking at Flight Radar 24.
You gonna strap her to the roof?
Fester's flight is just to the southwest of Pine Bluff, Arkansas right now. If you want to track WN 2826, that's his Southwest Airlines flight, which is a Boeing 737-7H4 with a tail number of November 260 Whiskey November. So let's see how old that plane is. Hey, let's play Guess How Old Fester's plane is.
No, I really don't want to.
Come on, how old do you think Fester's plane is? Let's take a
I
guess.
have a good guess.
All right,
I think I know it.
It's a 737-700. How old do you think the plane is?
I got it.
Yes.
Who cares?
Oh, in your face,
That is wrong. That is a wrong answer. The aircraft that Fester is on is 16 years old. It was delivered in November of 2006.
What's that in
no.
dog years and what is that in human years?
Stop it. All right, Froggy, I've got an email about you.
Great.
And then we'll talk about tattoos. All right? Man, I can't believe that this guy's saying this. Did you read his...
Yeah, I totally understand him.
I'm
100%.
I'm going to have you read the quote. Do you have the quote?
I think so. A minute ago I did.
This, I don't know if I can say this. I'm going to have you say it. All right, so hold on. We'll get to tattoos in a minute. Froggy, an email directed toward you. And this came to me, MJ at mjmorningshow.com. Again, folks, you can email me anytime if you've got any kind of content for the show, if you've got a hot tip. Listen, we get a lot of material from our listeners. You know, we get scoops, and if you know something we got to know on the MJ Morning Show as kind of a pulse and having the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay area, if there's something that we need to know, you got a hot scoop, gossip, you want to comment, question, my private email is mj at mjmorningshow.com. That's mj at mjmorningshow.com. I'm the only one that reads this email. So whatever you send me is confidential. If you want to give me a hot tip confidentially, I will keep your name out of it. If you'd like to be mentioned, I'm happy to mention you. So I get this email yesterday to mj at mjmorningshow.com. The subject line is Froggy, ? Hal Herman, ? It reads, hey, MJ, this is Teresa from Lakeland. I watch and listen every morning. Do you have any idea when Hal Herman will be back from his extended stay in rehab?
It is really sad.
Can he give us anything? Truth Booth, Impression Connection, 8-Bit Hit?
Who wrote this?
This is from Teresa in Lakeland.
Interesting. I
can give you the email if you'd like to maybe send her an email back.
I got bad news about Hal. I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
What's the bad news about Hal?
He's in a coma.
Oh, no.
He is. He's been in a coma for 3 months.
That's why Hal hasn't been on the show.
Yeah. He's been in a horrible train accident.
Why am I laughing about a coma in a train accident?
I don't know.
Was he near that Norfolk and Southern thing up in Ohio?
He was near it.
Was he moonlighting as a conductor?
He was an engineer.
He was an engineer. He was Choo Choo Charlie?
No, I am Hal. I have talked to Hal. He is almost at a rehab.
Wait a minute. Hold on. How'd you talk to Hal if he's in a coma?
He's not in a coma. That was a joke. He's actually been in a rehab.
That's
for his black tar heroin addiction.
Yeah, who's this email from again? Vanessa? Or
Teresa.
Teresa?
Yeah.
Like, what does Teresa think? There's nothing responsible about Hal. Why would Hal ever, why would we expect
Because
consistency
Hal,
from him?
all right, folks, for those that don't know, Hal Herman is this yucked up, totally affected voiced character that Froggy plays. Can we just hey, Froggy, you think you can do an impersonation, even though Hal's not here? You think there's any way you can do just a quick impersonation
Let me see.
of Hal Herman? So if I gave you the intro music and...
Hey, everybody, what's going on? It is Hal Herman here. Hal Herman with the formerly of Whammo News. And now I am just a recovering alcoholic and drug addict.
That sounds a little bit like him.
Is that good?
It's not a bad impersonation.
I've been working on it.
Yeah, all right, so Froggy does this character, Hal Herman.
Yeah, yes.
And he's... What was that?
Yeah, yes.
So you're turning what? The word yes into 3 syllables?
That's just how I'll say yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I went to the Phoenix School of Connecticut Broadcasting, and that's how they taught me to do it. They say you always add an extra yeah in the middle of it like you say.
The Phoenix School of Connecticut Broadcasting.
Well, that's where I went. Where'd you go?
All right, so Froggy as
Top of the class.
All right, so-
Might I add, valedictorian. Quack.
So Froggy, doing Hal Herman, did such great little bits as Truth Booth, where we had to answer a question truthfully, the impression connection. How did that work again, impression connection?
Well, if I remember correctly, I would have a bucket of impressions of celebrities that are easily impersonated. And then we would hand around the bucket, and then we would have to do the impression of the caller would have to guess.
No idea what you just said. Anyway,
how much clearer can I make it? See.
So anyway, Teresa wants Hal Herman. Why? What's going on? Why can't we have a Hal Herman bit again? Teresa wants Hal Herman back.
Well, I do.
Could you do a bit next week? Can we do a Hal Herman next week?
I have good news.
What's that?
I got something planned.
He's at a rehab?
I'm out of rehab.
Okay.
I'm clean as can be. I'm like Bam Margera.
No needles hanging out of your arm anymore?
Well, I didn't say that. But next week, I have something super duper duper awesome planned.
All right, Teresa, Hal Herman, you got it. You asked for it. You got it, Toyota. Remember that? You asked for it. You got it, Toyota. Remember that jingle?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
All right, so Hal Herman, you asked for it, you got it. Hal Herman, next week here on the MJ Morning Show.
Lot of
I
extra
gotta
syllables.
find my jacket.
All right, so Michael Bublé is the celebrity that I want to talk about with this tattoo. And Roxanne, do you have the details on the story? Because I'd rather have you say these things versus me say these things.
Okay, I think I'm missing some of it, but
I've got it highlighted here. Maybe I need to hand it to you.
okay, hand it to me.
All right, so Michael Bublé, listen, I think I'm not a big fan. I know my wife's not a big fan. I mean, he kind of sounds like a lounge act.
Yeah, he's a karaoke singer. Hey,
Like this song right here, it sounds like it's like a 1980s cheesy sitcom intro, you know?
oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking right here.
Bublé.
Haven't met you yet.
Starring Patrick Duffy.
I'm not surprised, not everything like
Anyway, so Bublé,
God, that was awful.
I like him. I went to one of his performances, and he's a great performer.
all right, so Michael, he's not my cup of tea, all right? But I'll tell you what is my cup of tea. Apparently, he was photographed at Disneyland eating corn on the cob. All right, so this was like some celebrity paparazzi photo.
Eating it the long ways.
No.
Oh, it's a joke my dad used to say.
So Michael Bublé said that he went to Disneyland, was eating corn on the cob the wrong way. He says apparently most people don't eat it from the top.
He was eating it the long way.
Oh, instead of the side way?
No, he went. Yes,
All right,
exactly.
okay, you're right then, Froggy. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, it actually happened?
Yes.
Okay,
So Michael Bublé is at Disneyland eating corn on the cob. Yes, the long way.
Okay, let's just talk about the proper way to eat corn on the cob. If you want to hold it in your hands, you just go back and forth with your teeth.
Yeah, like a typewriter.
Yes, like a typewriter. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, he says he went to Disneyland And he says apparently most people don't eat corn on the cob from the top, and some paparazzi snapped the photo. So I guess the photo's out there. And then he was asked, like, what are some of the greatest love letters that you've ever received from fans? And he says, no. Let me tell you, better than a love letter. He talks about some crazed Mike. Yeah, Michael Bublé. So what Michael Bublé is saying here,
I just haven't met you yet.
he says that a fan got a tattoo of him eating corn on the cob in a very sexualized fashion. All right, Roxanne, can you please read? I can't read this. I'm going to have Roxanne read this.
You just want me to read it?
Yes.
Does it start with, but that was the closest thing?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
I can read that.
Yeah, read that line from the story about Michael Bublé eating corn on the cob the wrong way and some fan getting that tattooed on their body.
Okay, I will read this, but I am banning Andrew from recording me and doing any drops from this. Okay, this is what it says. Yes. But that was the closest thing to a real love note that I've ever had.
Somebody getting a tattoo of him eating corn on the cob the wrong way.
And it was sexy and phallic, and I felt like people made fun of me.
Ew.
But part of it was jealousy because I just think they wish they could take it as deep as I did.
Michael.
What?
And I would.
God,
Michael.
he said that?
Yes.
That
It's crazy.
That people wish they could take the corn on the cob as deep as he. What is he saying?
I know. Who's he addressing?
I don't know who's talking to.
I'll take it deeper than anyone.
All right, 7:14 at the MJ Morning Show. I will never eat corn on the cob again. I'm done with it.
Or listen to Michael Bublé.
Over. I'm over it. All right. Quick break. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show next. Oh, man, I got a malicious homeowners association story that you got to hear. Oh, boy. That's just among a lot of crap we got to get to. I can't even listen. We have an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. There's a lot of stuff next. Don't move. We're back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. Andrew Duncan. All right, MJ Morning Show at Q105. MJ and the crew. Happy Friday to everyone. Weekend is here. I'm just looking at what I got to do this week. It's just an errand-filled weekend. It's just it's Costco, it's Walmart. It's you want to know what my weekend's like? Yeah, it's gonna be toilet paper, paper towel.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's a hunter-gatherer weekend for you.
oh, I'm a hunter and gatherer.
Yeah. It's what the men do. They go out and hunt and
I'm going to
hunt and
exhibit
gather.
my primal skills at Costco. Is that it?
whoa, MJ, look at this picture.
Hold on a minute. What?
Look at Roxy looking good in red.
When was this?
What?
I just came across a picture of you in that dress.
Hold on. There's a picture of you and Meredith, formerly of the MJ Morning Show. When was that? when was this?
That was
Wait, what happened? Give me my phone back.
yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
MJ, you don't check stories. Don't worry about it.
No,
That's
no,
a story.
this-
you don't
this-
ever look at stories.
Hold on.
I
This
think
is.
you look fantabulous in that picture.
Hold on. You're wearing a red dress
you.
showing all kinds of stomach and midriff.
Whoa.
You're standing next to Meredith. When was this?
I guess it was last night.
Was
I
it
guess
last
yeah, it
night?
was last night.
MJ,
Yeah.
can I have my phone back?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Wait, I'm holding this up to MJ
Yeah.
TV right now. So this is from your IG stories?
Yeah, but you don't check IG
I
stories.
don't like IG stories. I just like regular IG.
Oh,
Froggy
IG
does.
stories are
Yeah.
the best.
You don't have Froggy. You didn't have to show him.
Oh, I was just saying. I just came across that lovely picture.
Hang on a
Thank
second.
you.
I'm putting two and two together. So I get an email. Hang on, let me find this. Let me read. Oh wait, this is becoming crystal clear right now here on the MJ Morning Show. So let me dig this up.
This is a great picture of you two.
Hang on a
thank
minute. I get an email from Roxanne last night. Here we go.
Oh no, what have I done?
Last night at what time was this? 21:55. So 9:55 p.m. last night, I get an email from Roxanne that says, "Sorry, no show prep."
Wait, first of all, you use military time?
I have not seen. Yes,
What the hell? What do you think you are?
I don't know. I just
300 hours, sir. Report to duty.
Hut. So I get this email from you last night. Sorry, no show prep today.
But I spelled it shell.
I just got home. I have not even seen my kids today. Such a hectic, crazy day.
Aw.
Sent from my iPhone, Roxanne. And wait a minute. The reason why there's no show prep, the reason why you didn't see your kids all day is you're out in a tight red dress.
What?
So I've got no show prep from you because you're out partying. Oh, and look who just walked in. Oh, Meredith just walked in.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I got her a little intoxicated last night.
Oh, really?
Oh, now
So now
we
it's
see.
Chris. Now I know why I got no show. We're down Fester. Fester's not here. He's on vacation with his mother-in-law.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Great for him.
tell me about it. So, I left on a Southwest flight at 5:20 this morning from Tampa International.
I'd be drinking.
So-
like we were last night.
Oh my! So that's why I have no show prep. You're
Well-
out partying and posting Instagram stories
Okay,
for
listen.
you.
We weren't partying
on a
We were-
Thursday night.
We were at a restaurant having a business dinner.
Yeah.
Why is it?
Oh,
Why
really?
is it
Oh.
partying if
We
it's
were
girls?
talking about you, MJ.
Yeah,
It was a business
seriously.
dinner.
Oh, that was the
Seriously.
business.
You were the business.
I was talking about me.
We work together. We talk about work stuff. That's what I call a business dinner.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why didn't you send me an email saying, "Listen, I went out with Meredith. I got hammered last night.
I didn't get
I was
hammered.
falling over drunk. I
did.
vomited all over the Uber. Why didn't you send me that? I got a $250 vomit cleanup charge
Right.
from the Uber. Come on, how about some truth over here?
We're grown ass women. We know
Yeah.
how to vomit and
Whoa.
hide it.
Yeah.
Wait, are
It
you
was fun though.
are you telling me you didn't think I was going to find out?
I didn't think you were going to find out. No, because
Froggy
you don't.
just blew your
Sorry.
cover.
Yeah, thanks,
Sorry.
Froggy.
You just showed him the picture.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
like,
looking
"Look
at it and I was
this."
like, whoa.
You're a
look at
narc.
that. No, I didn't. It wasn't that like that.
Tattletale.
It wasn't like that, I swear.
Can't keep secrets. Okay, but
But
that
I
was
did
fun.
buy a round of shots last
Can
night.
I ask, where did you go?
Yeah, where do you think we went?
I don't. Oh, to the meat
We
market.
went to
Yeah.
the meat market. There was
Really?
good-looking people there. Did you? I was like
Well,
looking around. I was like,
there
ooh,
were
I feel
a-
special.
There were a lot of men having business meetings, and we happen to be
Yeah.
women.
And how many men tried to pick you up, Meredith?
Oh my goodness, nobody would ever do that.
Yeah.
How many guys tried to make a move on you at the bar at meat market?
Nothing like that would ever happen. Roxanne and I were just sitting there
Yeah.
We-
at a table by ourselves. Nobody bought us dinner or anything.
What? Who bought you dinner?
Okay, I gotta go. Bye, guys.
Oh, wait, who bought you dinner?
What's going on? Are you still wearing the dress?
Bye, Meredith. Meredith's gone.
She's gone.
Something fishy must have happened.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so you weren't going to tell me why you
No.
didn't send any show prep last
No.
night because you're out getting hammered at Meat Market in Hyde Park.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
for you.
I've already gotten in trouble one time last night when I came home.
How's that?
So, I mean, like, Doug's like, you haven't even seen your children today.
well,
Oh, Doug, why don't you relax?
well, guess what, Doug? She didn't send me any show prep last night. Let's team up on her.
What's that commercial that goes, Doug has spoken?
I don't know.
We played it yesterday.
Doug has spoken?
Yeah, it's in one of our commercials.
Really?
I'm going to ISO that.
Why don't you go find that?
And Doug.
Moving
Doug,
along.
take another golf trip and let me have my meat market.
Oh, this sounds good. You guys have been married for 2 months.
That's great. Yeah. So you want him just to start increasing his trips out of town? Is that it?
No, I'm just saying, like, you can't get upset with me.
Yeah. So we had last segment, we're talking about this Michael Bublé corn on the cob tattoo, which is wow. And then there was one other celebrity tattoo story here quickly. Jessie James Decker. She's a country star, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She said that she's removing all of the trashy tattoos off of her body. Should we go to phones on tattoos for a second?
That's
So-
going to take a while.
What?
Doesn't she have a lot?
She apparently has one like tattoo right on the back of her neck that she, I guess, hates now. You know, it's the people that get tattoos and then they regret them later on. And then if you want them removed, you have to go through that arduous process of the laser removal, and that, I think it can be painful. And
I've heard it's more painful than getting the tattoo.
takes a long time. You know, if you missed the last segment, you know what? I might want to just spontaneously go to some phones here because if you missed the last segment, we were talking about Michael Bublé. Not a big fan, but he sounds like a lounge act at the Ramada Inn or something. But to me, so Bublé, he did an interview where he talks about he's asked about love letters that he gets from fans, and he says, no, forget the love letters. Let me tell you about the most love-filled thing I've ever seen. A fan of his got a tattoo of Michael Bublé, who was caught by paparazzo eating corn on the cob at Disneyland the wrong way. So he's eating it. Listen, instead of going sideways like a typewriter, he's got the whole corn on the cob thing shoved down his
gullet.
Yep.
And there was a picture of this. And a fan apparently got that picture tattooed on their body of him engulfing a piece of
pretty
corn on
funny,
the
man.
cob. So we just talked.
Where can I see that photo?
I'm sure it's online somewhere. And then, Roxanne, do you have the line you shared with us? Do you have that handy?
I didn't tattoo that on my body. Hold on, let me pull it up here.
Here it is. It's the second. It's the second circled thing there. So I made Roxanne read this, and what I'm thinking here, and then with this whole Jessie James Decker thing, that she is now saying that she wants to remove all of her, and these are her words. She wants to remove all of her trashy tattoos. You know what I thought I would do is go to phones and maybe ask our listeners, what's the most ridiculous tattoo that you've ever seen? I mean, Michael Bublé shoving a... How big is a corn on the cob, would you say, Roxanne?
I mean, it's as
6
big
inches.
as a water bottle or,
Well,
Dasani.
in inches.
Yeah, what he said.
Probably 6. Hang on. Let me get this corn.
What is the average corn on the cob length? So... what is the most bizarre tattoo? What is the weirdest, most ridiculous tattoo you have ever seen on anybody? Maybe it's someone you just happen to see out and about. Maybe it's somebody you knew. Hey, maybe it is you. Maybe you got the most ridiculous tattoo at one point in your life and you regret it. Or maybe some stranger. What are you laughing at? What? Let me give out the phone number. Because you're laughing at something. What is the most ridiculous tattoo that you've ever seen? And I'm sorry, Michael Bublé shoving a piece of corn on the cob down his throat. That's pretty ridiculous. All right, 800-990-1047. That's the number. What is the most ridiculous tattoo you've ever seen or you ever got? A couple of calls on this. Let's see if this ignites the phones. 800-990-1047. I can see people calling up with, hey, I got this tattoo, man. I regret this. So any ridiculous tattoo you got or a ridiculous tattoo that you've seen on anybody, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. All right, what are you snickering at?
I found the photos of Michael Bublé.
And
Eating corn.
is it as bad as...
Is it
Or
corny?
is-
What?
I can't say it. I'm not going to say it. That's so rude.
Let me
Hold on.
look.
What were you going to say?
Oh.
Hold on.
No.
No.
I was going to say something really bad.
No, you gotta say. Well, hold, just kind of.
That's a big piece of corn.
What were we gonna say?
Dude, that thing's 12 inches.
Hold on. Roxanne, what were we gonna say?
I was just going to say it's a big piece of corn, just like Froggy said. Whereas his lips are covering his teeth when he's doing it.
Oh, my God. Roxanne.
For fuck's-
You're saying he's got technique?
What? My God. Look at the phones. Every single line is ringing on the tattoos. And then the other tattoo story is Jesse James Decker, the country star. She says that she is getting rid of the ridiculous, trashy tattoos that she's collected. She says, I want this removed ASAP. I want my tattoos removed. She wrote on her story, sharing a picture of herself holding up her hair to show the tattoo on the back of her neck. They trashy. That's what she wrote. I'm verbatim. They trashy, and I'm over it, but this is a priority. And she's referring to some kind of I guess it's some kind of an astrological Aries kind of thing on the back of her neck that she says is, look at the phones here.
MJ, I followed this guy.
Oh, you didn't read the actual quote from Michael Bublé.
Oh, gosh. I can't read it after I just use those descriptive terms about him.
One more time. You already read it 15 minutes ago. One more time. Michael
Okay,
Bublé.
so this is what he was saying, that he was happy that this woman had this tattoo of him
Eating the corn on the
eating
cob.
the corn on the cob.
Shoved all the way down his throat, apparently.
Right. And he
At
said,
Disneyland.
right. And he said of this tattoo, of her getting this tattoo, he said, that was the closest thing to a real love note that I've ever had. And it was sexy and phallic. And I feel like people made fun of me. But part of it was jealousy because I just think they wish they could take it as deep as I did.
MJ, I mean, look at how he's eating that.
Oh, my God. So, all right, the photo is all over on, oh, my God. So somebody I'm going to hold this up to MJ TV, and then we'll go to phones. Look at this. I'm holding this up to MJ TV right now. Do we have this on camera? Yes? All right, look at this.
Dude, he is taking a bite out of the top of it.
You don't eat corn on the cob. What is this guy doing?
Is he like, wow, the middle's really rough?
It's like it's like he's eating it like a corn dog.
He's eating it like he would eat a carrot or a corn dog.
Exactly. Does this guy need to be taught how to walk? What is up with this? Hold on. What is up with this guy?
I don't know how to eat corn.
Yeah, that is correct.
Am I supposed to do it like, bruh?
Let me jam it down my throat.
This picture, it's just like,
Mike, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Bublé with corn on the cob down his throat.
This is delicious corn, by the way.
Let's go to phones.
in this photo, it looks like someone's slapping him in the face.
Jeez. Someone's slapping him in the face.
He's got a big gapper.
All right, let's go to Anonymous is in Wisconsin. First call from Wisconsin. Hey, Anonymous, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Yes, sir. So I got 3 of them. I was in a cruise port one day, sitting in the cruise, sitting on outside at the port. Good-looking girl walks by, and on the back, right above the crack of her butt, she has the word enter with an arrow pointing.
Oh, no. Stop.
Oh.
Please. Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, that's awful. Okay.
I have another one.
All right.
You probably know who this is, but I'm going to say anonymous. So,
Okay.
I'm in a certain type of business, and this girl was in the store, and we were talking, and she goes, yeah, I got a tattoo. And she has a dartboard tattooed on around her belly button, with her center belly button being the bullseye. I asked her why she has that there. She goes,
Yeah, I don't want to know.
It's for
And
the
there's another
lit.
one.
Yes, that's
one.
hey. Lid goes. You have one more. Go ahead.
Same girl. Get your finger on the dump button. I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not.
No.
No, dude. If you say get my finger on the dump button, I'm not letting you say it.
Self-edit.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
That's not the precursor to go in.
Get your finger on the dump button. No. All right, thank you for the call, Wisconsin. Tammy's in Lakeland. Hi, Tammy. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Holy cow.
What's going on back there? Just sound like you had a party. Yeah, it sounded like you had a party in the car. All right, Tammy, you're on. Go ahead.
Okay. This is my husband. We've been friends for a long time, for about 15, since we were 15.
Yep.
And he told me that he had gotten a tattoo that he did to himself on his penis.
Oh,
God.
what is going on? Maybe this was a bad idea.
He put, listen to this.
Hold on. Do I need to put my finger on the dump button?
No. He put a Playboy.
So hold on. You're telling me that he did his own tattoo on his male unit?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Of what?
Of a Playboy bunny, and it's got your name on it. And he told me after we got married, he said back in the day when he was young, that was like his pickup line. He would go to girls and he'd say, "Hey, I got my your name tattoo on my penis."
Hey, that used to be my line.
All right. Tammy, thanks for the call.
It's degrading.
I mean, what is going on here? All right.
We started it with the Michael Bublé stuff.
Listen, I'm just asking about the most ridiculous tattoos you've ever seen, whether it's somebody else or whether you have it and you regretted it. All right. A few more. Maybe this was not a good idea.
MJ, I follow a guy online,
Yeah.
and his name is Rich the Barber.
Yes.
And he's really religious.
Yep.
And he has a tattoo. His face is a clown face.
Right.
He has a red nose, red eyes, blue face.
Yeah.
He has a cross on his head.
Right.
And he looks like a clown. He's going to look like a clown for the rest of his life. He has a clown face.
That is ridiculous.
I could show you a picture of
Dimitri's
him.
in Tampa. Hey, Dimitri.
Hey, how you doing, MJ? Good morning.
All right, do I have to put my finger on the dump button?
No, don't have to put your finger on the dump bucket.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so my sister's boyfriend, shout out to Chris. He's got like a duck tattooed on his buttocks with eggs coming out like towards the center.
Like laying an egg? What?
Yeah, like laying an egg.
Who comes up with this stuff? Thanks, Dimitri. Gloria.
Is there a joke there? I'm trying to picture a duck laying an egg. I can't think about it if there is.
Let's talk to Gloria. See if she has the voices in her head. Hey, Gloria, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I'm laughing about your comments, the voices in my head.
Yeah. Calling Gloria.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gloria.
When I was in the Navy, one of my buddies, this is almost disgusting to say.
Hold on. Do I have to put my finger on the dump button? Do I have to put my whole body on the dump button?
No. He had crabs tattooed down by his feet.
Oh,
what is going on?
on?
All right, this is
crabs. What is going on here?
Right?
Let me get the Old Bay seasoning, okay? All right, Gloria, thanks for the call.
You're welcome.
This might have been my worst idea all week long.
This is a really bad idea.
This is my worst idea. All right, one
I got
more.
a really bad text I have to share, too.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
All right, then we'll move on.
Okay.
Last call, Amanda. Hello, Amanda. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hi.
Do I need to disconnect the transmitter?
Probably.
Oh, wait. What is going probably?
No.
All right, hold it. Is this clean for broadcast?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Amanda. Last call on this.
Okay.
Don't burn me.
The most bizarre tattoo I have ever seen was on my brother's ex-girlfriend. She got a tattoo on her butt of the cancer sign, the crab, and she put right above it property of, and then my brother's name right underneath it.
Oof. Yeah. And then...
It's a good egg.
And they still together or no?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so does she still have that?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, see, those things, they live forever unless you go through the laser tattoo removal. Thank you, Amanda.
Or you can cover it up.
Listen, this is a live show. I have no idea what the heck's going to happen, folks. I apologize. Yes, Roxanne.
I don't know if these are jokes, but they're good ones.
All right, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So you're putting the cherry on top here?
Yes, I am. Somebody says their brother has a camel tattooed on his big toe. Okay. And then...
All right.
That's pretty funny.
Come on.
And I have to be careful with this one. Somebody says that.
Do I have to put my finger on the dump button, Roxanne?
Someone has $100 bill on their middle appendage, $100 bill. And
on
then,
their middle appendage?
Appendage.
Yeah. Okay.
Middle.
Junk.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you meet a girl, then you're like, hey, baby, get your finger there.
Are you telling me to put my finger on the dump button?
Well, the line is, do you want to blow $100?
Oh.
I just dumped that.
And who would even say yes?
I just dumped that. Roxanne, you can't say that.
Roxanne, that was
No, because of course, yes, I can, because that's a total expression that you would use with someone. Like if you and I, went out and we're like, hey, let's have some fun tonight.
I just dumped you. Well, that lives on MJTV at 7:47. Lives on the podcast later today.
This is the no fun show.
I dumped it off of 104.7 FM live. Oh boy! Wow.
Definitely after that Michael Bublé picture, you could be saying that.
Thank you, Roxanne. Hey, you're going to appreciate the kids' birthday party story because your kids are your kids in the phase.
Oh yeah, they
of
are.
like birthday parties every flipping weekend.
Oh yes, every weekend around the clock birthday parties, and they ramp up in the month of May and June.
Yep, I got to run something by you in a second. First, though, here at 7:48. Tell me if this is fair, and I'm looking at you, Roxanne, because this is I think more up a woman's alley. A bridesmaid did not follow the instructions of the bride. The bride asked her bridesmaids, "Please don't do this before my wedding," and one of the bridesmaids did this. And the bride is absolutely furious at the bridesmaid.
Shave your head.
No.
Can I have a guess?
Nope. Yes, Froggy, what?
Drink.
No. Damn it. No, but listen, a drunk bridesmaid wrecking your wedding, that's a throw it up all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
No. All right, what do you think? Bridesmaid did this after being asked not to do this. The bride furious.
Oh.
Let me just cut to the chase.
Okay. I mean, are we in the wheelhouse? Getting drunk?
Let me just cut to the West Chase, all right?
Please.
Here we go. The bride asked her bridesmaids, "Please do not get pregnant before my wedding."
Oh.
The bridesmaid got pregnant. So the bridesmaid was all baby bumped, and this turned into a whole thing. Is that fair from a woman's point of view? Is that fair for a bride to tell her bridesmaids, "Do not get pregnant before my wedding"? If you're in my wedding as a bridesmaid,
never in a million years. Don't even, like, that is not fair at all. You have your baby whenever you want to have your baby. It has nothing to do with a wedding you're in.
Yeah.
Now, if you're like, you know what, I don't want to take attention away from you, or I don't want to, that's a cool way for the bridesmaid to say, I don't want to be walking down the aisle and taking attention from you with my baby bump. Do you not want me in it? And that's a soft way for the bride to be able to say, you know what, sweetheart, maybe you'll be too tired. Maybe, just come as a guest. But I mean, to absolutely tell someone they can't get pregnant. No, you get pregnant whenever you want, whenever God wants you to get pregnant.
this anonymous bride went to a wedding-focused Facebook group to ask, "Hey, am I being unreasonable for becoming furious at my bridesmaids for getting pregnant?" So this
selfish and bratty, and
this then turned up on a subreddit. I had no idea. First of all, there's like a subreddit group for like everything online.
Yeah.
There is a 535,400 member Reddit forum called Wedding Shaming. Did you know that?
No.
A wedding shaming subreddit group with all kinds of messages and people interacting.
I mean, brides get kooky. They get really, really on the wedding day and then leading up to it, and rules, and people have to, it's my day. That's the thing. It's been ingrained since you were a little girl. Like, when you get married, it's your day. It's all about you. And I think people take that to the extreme, like trying to dictate someone's uterus.
Yeah, I just don't think that that's fair for a bride to say, oh, and bridesmaids, don't you dare get pregnant.
No.
If that happens, then it happens. So
That Bridezilla show. Is that still on?
Oh, yeah, Bridezilla.
Everything turned into a real biatch on wedding day.
I remember seeing, I think, Bridezilla, where like the woman was getting fitted for a wedding dress and was having a meltdown.
Yeah.
And like screaming inside the wedding gown boutique and everything. And and was unhappy with everything and was like crying and throwing a tantrum. Was that Bridezilla?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that like some years ago. All right, Roxanne.
Yes.
You're a mommy.
Yes.
You've got a 6-year-old. You've got a 3-year-old.
Yes.
Okay. And you're, like we said, you're in the phase right now of, I mean, it's too much. I got to be honest. Love my kids. I love doing activities with my kids. But going to birthday parties, and, Michelle used to saddle me with this stuff.
Let's call Michelle.
What?
I wonder if
Screw
she would.
that.
I wonder if she would agree with that, or I wonder if she would say that she was saddled.
I was on like birthday party duty 90% of the time when the kids were growing up. And it was like, Mike, I felt like, son of a, can I please just get a birthday party free weekend?
No.
And then Michelle used to like withhold information.
Like, what kind of information did she hold out?
Like, she gives me the address for the birthday party, and I'm driving. Where is this? This is not a residential neighborhood. And then I see Chuck E. Cheese is up on the left. I'm like, she deliberately didn't tell me the birthday party was at Chuck E. Cheese's.
I love their pizza.
I'm like, oh my God, seriously?
I used to be very anti Chuck E. Cheese before I had children. I actually don't mind a Chuck E. Cheese birthday because they're really blocked in there. Like, they can't escape. The kids can't escape. There's some places you go to. There's one, I can't think of the name of it, but it's a bounce housey type of place in North Tampa. And I'm telling you.
Is it the trampoline place?
Oh, it's something like that. And I go in there and I just freak out because I feel like your kids could get lost so easily. It's always packed on a Saturday and Sunday for the birthday parties. I feel like they could get kidnapped. I feel like they could get lost in one of those mazes.
Right. They could get picked up by a tornado and deposited in Georgia.
Totally. Like, one time I seriously almost started crying because my kids were in the maze for so long, and I'm like, they can't still be in there. They must have been sucked out the back vortex.
They must have been kidnapped.
Yes.
Yeah. They're in a school bus buried in Chowchilla, California right now.
And you know what it is? Like,
What?
I hate to say this because I've literally been to 2 birthday parties a weekend for the last 6 weeks. And I love going and meeting the parents and talking to people.
No, you don't.
Well, I'm being kind of sarcastic, like talking to people about stuff you don't know. Like, oh, so how's Johnny doing in class? No, I'm just kidding. They're really nice people.
Let me roll the story by you.
Okay, tell me.
This is terrible. This is a mother that's telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
Has her kid at a park. You know how like birthday parties are sometimes outdoors at a park, and they get the gazebo or they get the what do they call the huts at those parks? The
pavilion.
Thank you. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. And sometimes you got to sign up for the pavilion
and rent it.
Yeah, rent exactly. So this mother, this is terrible. This mother is at a park with her kid, and there's a birthday party going on. This mother's kid starts interacting with the kids at the birthday party. And the kids are all running around. They're playing on the swings and all the things. And this other kid who's not at the birthday party kind of just makes friends and is playing with the other kids.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yes.
It happens at bounce houses. It happens at, okay, so this is a park. Okay.
Having a grand old time. This is an outdoor park. So then it's time for the birthday cake. And the little girl that was there with her mother, not at the party, but that was accepted and was playing with all the kids at the birthday party, she follows the kids over to the birthday party at this little pavilion thing. It's right there in they're in some kind of municipal park. And the girl gets a piece of cake. And then apparently the mother of the birthday kid yanks the cake, the plate, out of the little girl's hand and said, "You aren't invited to this birthday party."
Aww.
Is that awful? Oh my God.
I've totally seen that. Froggy, you've probably seen it too, where just a wandering kid from the park or from, whatever place
Yeah.
it's taking place, just bounces into the party and wants some cake.
And the mother was like furious and like, how dare they shame my kid like this?
I've had that happen at that trampoline place where we were having a birthday party upstairs,
Yeah.
and some kids would just walk up, and I'm like, "You want a piece of pizza, you little creep?" Okay, sort of like be nice,
Well,
but
yeah, because you know what? As a mom planning those parties, like I did my daughter's birthday party, and she wanted to invite her entire class. So she's got 25 kids in the class.
Cool.
So then the parents are hitting me up. Is this our siblings invited? So as a mom planning it, you have an exact amount of people that you're ready to feed. So when you have one straggler come on that you weren't anticipating, that can mess up your, I hope they didn't ask for a goodie bag too.
But when I saw this, you've got this woman with her daughter at the park. She blends, is having fun with the other kids that are invited to the birthday party. And then it's cake time, and she's moseying over, gets a piece of cake. Then the mother of the birthday kid says, "Oh, you're not at this party," and then yanks the cake out of the kids. What's wrong with you? That's all. What skin is it off your teeth to give a kid a slice of cake that's been playing with all the other kids at the birthday party at the park?
because sometimes they only have enough for the kids there. Like Roxanne said, you get a certain amount of pizza.
Listen, I'm sorry. A birthday cake, there's always leftover birthday cake. You get a big sheet cake at Publix or wherever the hell, or that cake lady up on Dale Mabry. What's that lady's name that does the really cool cakes?
Reese's Pieces or
No,
Lisa's
it's
Pieces.
It's called bullshit.
What, Froggy?
Bullshit cakes.
What? It's the cake girl.
The cake girl. That's
girl,
the cake.
The cake girl.
Okay.
I mean, that's just awful. That is just mean to yank. The kid runs back to mommy crying. And you know when kids, like they're 4 or 5, when they cry and they start to hyperventilate?
Yeah, that part's always funny.
Do adults ever do that? Or is that only a kid? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the
hyperventilating cry.
You know who coined a term for that is Bill Cosby.
What?
Remember, he called them the zup-zups, like in an old.
What?
Yeah.
What? I think he called that the pills where he knocked women out.
We call them the zup-zups. Here, take a little zup-zup.
Remember, put a little zup-zup in your drink.
Zup-zup juice.
Hey,
Bop-bop.
we got some zup-zup. Attack a bug.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. The zup-zups. But do your kids do that? Because you've got kids right in that prime age of crying and then doing that crazy hyperventilating.
No,
your kids don't do that?
No, they're just, my kids don't have, they whine and they throw tantrum. Well, the older one is out of her tantrum stage, finally. But they don't do the hysterical stuff like that. No.
You don't have, Froggy, did your kids do the crying where they go into the hyperventilating mode?
They used to, yeah. When they get older, it's more fake crying than anything else to get something.
I'd like to hear an adult do that. I'd like to hear I want to hear like a 35-year-old man or woman, 40-year-old person, do the hyperventilating the kid cry.
Really devastating happens to them. I mean, yeah, they would probably do it.
Yeah.
All right, I have a malicious homeowners association story. I'm not a fan. Listen, I understand that with homeowners associations that they can help keep the decorum of the neighborhood up. But sometimes we have these stories over the years that the HOAs are just out of control. They don't like a flag that you put up. You're putting up like a Memorial Day flag, or this is not approved, or this or that, or you put up, a Knowles flag or a Gators flag. Just sometimes, I understand that, okay, you got rusted appliances in your front yard. Yeah, that's a problem, all right? Mm-hmm. But, you have, some of the stories like somebody's pickup truck's in the driveway and it's 2 inches too long. That stuff drives me nuts. Listen to this out of South Florida. This is out of Plantation, which is, not far from Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. A South Florida woman is accusing her HOA, or homeowners association, of towing away her late husband's cars while she was dealing with his sudden death and planning his funeral. Yeah, Dory Cowsley, her 59-year-old husband, Richard, died of a sudden heart attack. I was planning a funeral, planning a viewing, getting my sister-in-law here from Jamaica. The other sister lives out of South Florida. The last thing on her mind was her cars in a parking lot. The couple had lived at the Plantation Racket Club on Broward Boulevard for 20 years. There was no need for this whatsoever. She wakes up in the morning the day of her husband's funeral, and the cars were gone. The day of the funeral, the homeowners association has the guy's cars towed.
Oh.
He had 2 black Chargers. They were towed by the homeowners association. They were taken to All Country Towing. They were accruing hundreds of dollars in fees that rise daily. It's the money that the teacher's aide just doesn't have. She called the HOA president, who she says authorized the tow. She says, I was hysterical. I was crying. I found out that his cars were towed. She knew he died. She knew we were planning the funeral. And having his cars towed the morning of his burial?
That's heartless.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely heartless.
Man, I tell you, I bet you there are some HOA stories I bet you people could call in and tell us that'll...
Remember my little mini motorcycle story when I used to live in an HOA area?
Oh, yeah. What happened? That was
I was
back...
driving. We were given a bunch of mini motorcycles, the ones that you ride, you know? And I was just flying.
this was back during the MJ Morning Show, the first run.
Yeah.
This was back during, mid-2000s?
Yeah. And when those things were real hot, pocket bikes.
Yeah, the pocket bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was chasing me on it, going, hey, stop! Damn it! And I'm like, what? And he's like, that's not a licensed vehicle, and I'm going to call the police. And I'm like, dude, relax. And then, I'm like, who are you? He's like, I'm the president of the HOA. And I'm like, you're a dick, dude.
All right, Froggy. I just dumped that.
Sorry, but that's exactly what I said.
I was allowed to say that on air the other day.
Yeah,
You made me say it, remember?
Yeah,
I don't make you say anything.
You made me say it.
I made you say it.
Yeah. You, Matt Lauer.
Right, I gave you a zup, right?
Just a little zip.
That's just terrible. And the woman is saying that her husband's cars were parked there, and they claim, they were there for over 30 days in these 2 parking spots, but there are other cars that have been there as long that weren't towed. What kind of heartless son of a tows the guy's cars the day of his funeral?
Is there any way they didn't know it was that day?
No. The woman, I just said that. The woman knew that the funeral was that day.
That's cold and calculated.
That is pretty terrible stuff. Yeah, so that's just like a terrible homeowners association story. All right, now this is important. There is a brand new court ruling that came down yesterday out of California, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. It's the Ninth Circuit. But
I was going to say, I thought you made a mistake.
No. It's the Ninth Circuit, but it's known as the Ninth Circus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Listen to this. Loud music in public settings can be offensive. Blasting music that has sexually explicit or aggressive lyrics.
So that's all music today.
It's a lot of it. Can be grounds for sexual harassment.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean...
That ruling seems aggressive.
This is deep. So check this out. This was just ruled upon yesterday. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals out of California said that the owners of a warehouse that let workers blast sexually graphic, violently misogynistic music may have permitted harassment to occur on its premises. As a result, an employee lawsuit against the company will be allowed to proceed. The complaint initially filed back in 2020 comes from 7 women and 1 man who worked for S&S Activewear. It's a wholesale apparel company headquartered in Illinois. But I guess they had a warehouse set in California. Or this was the Reno, Nevada warehouse. So Reno falls under the Ninth Circuit. According to the court filing, some employees and managers at S&S at their warehouse in Reno, Nevada, allegedly blasted rap music that contained offensive language denigrating women.
Oh, question.
Yeah.
Does this mean you are allowed to play offensive language like maybe Cardi B WAP? Because that's not misogynistic. but it's
What? Wow.
Well, that's the example that I have.
I'm
is it?
Italian, dude. What are you trying to say?
It is.
sorry.
It is.
Well, why is? But that's not misogynistic.
Wait, that's the song they were playing?
Never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that. Why you really ain't never got him for a thing. He already made his mind up for you. Now get your boots, hang your coat.
That was half the song right there. All right. So anyway,
Man, that's bumping.
but this is kind of landmark.
Yeah, it is.
Think about this, that playing music with sexually denigrating lyrics or aggressive or misogynistic lyrics, that this can be deemed sexual harassment and that a lawsuit claiming that can go forward. So now this is something new for employers to consider. Is the music that's being played in the workplace, even in a warehouse environment, is it acceptable? So this is a pretty big deal. Other workers objected to the songs, which were streamed from commercial strength speakers placed throughout the warehouse and sometimes put on forklifts to be driven around, making them unavoidable, according to the lawsuit.
These guys really need their music.
They got forklifts blaring, sexually explicit, misogynistic lyrics. This is kind of a groundbreaking ruling.
Yeah, it is.
That the lawsuit can go forward and that, yes, it most likely could be considered sexual harassment if you're in a workplace and music is being blared that has offensive lyrics. This is actionable. Or, listen, it'll go to court now. The lawsuit will be allowed to proceed according to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. So we'll have to watch the story and see what happens, whether the plaintiff is successful in winning this lawsuit because they were offended by the music being played in the warehouse.
So they were playing the WAP song?
No, I don't know what they were playing. I just used that as an example.
Oh. Man, that song is awesome.
Yeah, I asked Andrew to go down the hall, ask Orlando, just give me some offensive rap song with just with just stuff that we need to bleep left and right.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Orlando said, how about Cardi B and WAP or whatever the heck it is? Is it WAP or WAP?
Don't you know?
Well, I mean, you can offend Italians if you say it WAP, so.
Hey, what'd you say?
Oh, really?
What'd you say about me, tough guy?
Froggy's Italian.
I realize that.
You've just offended him.
Talking to me?
If Fester was here, he would be offended too.
A couple of local items here I want to get to. And, we've talked about this. Well, there are a couple of stories here that we've talked about. And I would hope that people that listen to the MJ Morning Show would not fall for this. There's a couple here in Tampa that wrote a $28 check. This is a story that I saw from our friend Shannon Bankin. Better Call Bankin?
Better Call Bankin over at Channel 8.
So this story is about a couple. They wrote a check for $28. Guess what happened when that check cleared the bank and they saw it on their statement?
What?
$4,200 came out of their account on a $28 check. Somebody had washed the check.
Ooh.
Yeah, the check was stolen. It was washed, and somebody took the $28 off, rewrote the check for $4,200. And I saw this story, and a couple of things at play here. The story is about Michael Musetta and his wife, according to Better Call Bankin. They pay their bills with checks. They always hand deliver those payments to the post office. So then they learned that the check that they mailed from their post office in West Tampa was stolen, altered, and then cashed. Not the $28 check to Florida Blue Insurance, but $4,200 to a stranger. You want to talk? You want to talk about stranger danger?
So how did this happen? It was intended for an insurance company.
It was intended for Florida Blue health insurance.
So maybe either an employee who got a hold of that, stole it, or it was lost in the mail.
No, it was stolen somehow at the post office.
At the post office,
yeah.
Okay.
So what I don't know here is if they dropped the check in like the box inside the post office, like in the post office wall, or if they actually, did they hand it they pay their bills with checks and always hand deliver those payments to the post office. So did they actually hand the outgoing mail to like a clerk behind the counter? Or when they say hand deliver, did they possibly put it in the mailbox outside at the post office?
Right,
So,
and then someone could reach in.
so two things here, and that's a known quantity. That happens. Two things here. If you mail checks, I never, ever, ever put a check in a regular mailbox on the street. I never put a check or anything important, even in the mailbox, in the parking lot at the post office. Because there have been plenty of cases of these mailbox fishers where they'll use like some sticky tape or something, and they'll use a coat hanger. They'll go into these boxes and they'll start fishing mail out. This happens. And one of the worst things that can happen, people that put their outgoing mail in their mailbox on their curb with the red flag up, which just screams, steal me, steal me, steal me, steal me, steal me, steal me, check in the mail, steal my social security number, ruin my identity, wreck my credit, steal me, rob me blind. Folks, do not put checks that you're mailing in your mailbox at your curb with the flag up. You've got crooks that cruise neighborhoods just stealing these outgoing letters, looking for these checks to then go ahead and cleanse. It's called check washing, and they wash off the old numbers. They use a chemical to do it, and then they write in a whole different number. And this couple here, a $28 check turned into a $4,200 cleared check, not to Florida Blue Insurance, but to some other individual. So this is a terrible story. The check was cashed. His bank is First Horizon. Have you ever heard of First Horizon Bank? I've never heard of that bank.
No.
First Horizon?
First.
It's here in the Tampa Bay area. I've never heard of First Horizon Bank.
I don't even know where it is. Let me find out.
Yeah, find out where. Yeah, tell me where First Horizons are. I'm sure they're a fine bunch of folks. I just, I can't keep track of all the banks. Anyway, they want their money back.
There's one right here on 4th Street.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
It's like right here. What's the bank like right in front of the radio complex over here? Is that a First Horizon?
I don't think so.
All right. So how many locations are there for First Horizon Bank?
I like 5 in the Tampa Bay area.
All right. Good morning to all the Horizon Bank employees. First Horizon Bank employees.
We just found out about you.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. Anyway, just another example of just be careful. Do not put checks and important mail in mailboxes on the street, even in the parking lot at the post office, folks. I'm telling you, walk it inside. Put it into the mail slot in the wall inside the post office. You're much better off in there.
Post office safety brought to you by MJ, the hero.
What are you mocking?
Protecting your bills.
What are you mocking me?
Whoa, that sounds like a mock.
You're mocking me.
It's a nice PSA. No.
And then there was another story that I saw from Ruskin. And folks, this is happening all over the Tampa Bay area. It's happening in Tampa. It's happening in St. Pete. It's happening Clearwater. You name it. This is out of Hillsborough County. This is the Ruskin area. 8 cars were hit. 8 cars were burgled. People just went into the cars, stole stuff, and what does it all have in common?
What's that?
The cars are unlocked.
Oh.
The people that leave cars unlocked, it's unbelievable. In my neighborhood, I told the story like, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, neighbor surveillance footage even caught their cars getting robbed. So neighbor had a bunch of cars in the driveway, and they're just in the driveway unlocked. And then they had cars were broken, and they even saw the car at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was, stops in the middle of the road. The guy gets out, just starts lifting up door handles, finds a couple of cars open, stole cash, stole gift cards. And this is a problem. It's going on all over the Tampa Bay area. They're not busting windows. If they come across a locked car, that's too much resistance for them. They're looking. They know that there are so many unlocked cars out there that if your car is just simply locked, they're walking away. They're not doing anything. Then also in my neighborhood, and it was probably the same, gang that was going through, hitting unlocked cars in the middle. This is South Tampa, folks. A couple of months back, there was a gun stolen out of a car. Unlocked car. This is not on my street. This is 3-4 streets over. Unlocked car. Gun in the car. Gun stolen. Gun on the streets because somebody left a gun in an unlocked car. I mean, first of all, don't leave the gun in the car. Take your gun inside. That's just irresponsible. And then to know that a gun is on the street because of someone leaving it in the car and just stupidly leaving the car unlocked in their driveway.
I want to talk less about the thieves, the car thieves, and about the people with the personality type that leave a car unlocked or leave the keys in the car with the car unlocked. Is that person really optimistic that nothing bad's going to happen? Are they a risk taker, tempting fate? Because I'm at the opposite end, and I'm like a compulsive car locker. And even if you tell me you've locked my car, I'm going to go like double check it. Like Doug gets so mad at me because I'm like, did you lock the car? Did you lock the car? And then I'll walk back to the car and test it to see if it's really locked.
And then you'll forget 4 minutes later, oh my God, did I lock the car? And you have to go back again?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is that like you're at the airport and like, oh my God, did I leave the oven on?
The curling iron.
Did I leave all 4 burners on in the kitchen and the oven? Did I leave the curling irons on in every bathroom in the house? Oh my God, Doug, we got to go home. I think I left open flames on in the house.
Every time we pull out of the driveway, I was like, oh my God.
I left the shower running.
Oh,
and
no.
He's like, well, you normally don't, so I think we're good.
I left the toilet flushing. We got to go home.
Anyway, folks, lock your car doors. There's just a rash of this stuff going on around the Tampa Bay area right now. Lock your car doors. It's something so simple. It's something so freaking easy. Just lock your car. And I got to try to get Julian on the phone. The butt. Remember yesterday we talked about this?
Mm-hmm. The butt chug.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's right. We never talked to him, did we?
No, because I tried to call him. Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Let me see if he's available. All right, calling. Oh, I misdialed. Hang on a sec. Hang on a minute. All right, calling Julian, my son, and he just graduated, and I wanted to make sure he was awake, but we're in the middle of our long segment here, so hopefully his phone is on.
Hello.
Hey, here we are, Julian. So yesterday morning, this was early. This is like 6:12. Oh, and folks, don't move because. What time is it now? It's 8:19 right now. We're going to give away Duran Duran tickets in the 9 o'clock hour. So if you'd like to see Duran Duran, Amalie Arena, coming up on June 17th, just a few days away, we've got your tickets to go see Duran Duran at Amalie. Let me tell you right now, Duran Duran live, they are amazing. They still have it. They still sound incredible live. So Duran Duran, it's going to be a great show, and we've got a pair of tickets for you for Amalie, June 17th, coming up next hour, 9 o'clock hour. All right, so Julian, I can't believe you didn't tell Mom and me this story when it happened. This is unbelievable.
I thought I did, but
No.
I guess I didn't.
So we're at graduation. Last Saturday, we flew up to Connecticut. Julian just graduated boarding school up in Connecticut. He's a high school graduate. He's off to NYU film school in September up in New York. Congratulations on that as well. And Julian, at graduation, how did it even come up that you're talking about this anti-drug motivational speaker? How did this even come up?
I think I was just thinking of a recap of just the stuff that just happened over the year, and I just thought of it because butt chugging just comes to mind.
I mean, that must have been a term that flew around your class for a while after that. That must have made an impression.
But apparently, the teachers and the faculty members that were in this assembly were horrified. So the school, they bring in this, what do you call him, Julian? Like an anti-drug, anti-drinking motivational speaker, right?
Yes, pretty much.
So they bring this guy in, and he spends this inordinate amount of time. Julian, how did it come up? How did butt chugging come up?
Well, so we're just talking about. So generally, this guy really goes to colleges and talks, and he doesn't really talk to high schools because butt chugging's not an issue. Okay, so it just like comes up, and he's like, "Have you guys?" He goes like, "Do you guys know what butt chugging is?" And we're all like, "Wait, what?" Like everybody's looking at each other.
But you're in the assembly. You're in the assembly. He's up on stage. This is in the this is in the student center, right? With the nice stage, right?
No. Well, no. This is in our auditorium.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's in the big auditorium on stage.
Yeah.
So he just says to all, the whole school is assembled, right? And he says
butt chugging.
He says
and he like switches to the next slide.
So he just says, "Does anyone know what butt chugging is?"
Oh God, he had a slideshow. Oh no!
And it was the most awkward thing in the entire world.
So now,
well, what happened?
I think we need to explain what butt chugging is. Roxanne, would you like to do the honors?
Can I pass the baton to your son, Julian? Do you want to explain? 'Cause I think you could say it in a funnier term.
Okay, so from what I've picked up from this motivational speaker guy, whatever.
What was his name? I think his name was Matt Foley.
Well, I'm here to tell you that you're probably going to find out as you go out there that you're not going to amount to jack squat in a van down by the river.
There you go. And let's talk about butt chugging. All right, so the whole school's assembled. You got 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. And this guy is an anti-drug motivational speaker. And suddenly he says, "Hey, who knows what butt chugging is?" And then he goes on to describe it. And the teachers, Julian, you told me, are like, their faces, their jaws dropped, right?
They're in a horror of like, we do not have like an issue like that on campus. Like that's not a thing that goes on a high school, boarding school campus.
And didn't it turn out that he pretty much educated most of the school on what butt chugging was because they didn't know what it was?
Yeah, nobody really knew what butt chugging was.
All right. First of all, it's a very funny term, but Julian, can you, in a very clinical sense, folks, my high school graduate son, Julian, can you please explain? And he described butt chugging, right?
Yes.
All right. Can you, in very, it's Roxanne, look at your face.
I know.
Can you describe in very clinical terms what butt chugging is?
So it is intaking alcohol from your anus.
I dumped that, Julian.
He was trying to use proper terms.
I know that's a medical term, but that's like a cringy word.
You could have just said butt.
Just say alcohol up the butt.
Yeah, so it's
alcohol up the butt.
So
there you go.
In that way, the clinical term just makes you cringe more than saying, alcohol up the. So it's using a tube to get drunk up your butt. And this guy is, and the teachers, the faculty, they're standing there, and this guy says, "Hey, who knows what butt chugging is?" And I mean,
well, apparently it gets you drunk like twice as fast. It's like directly into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
He taught the whole school this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know. Now we're all going to try it.
Oh, man. So I found the video online. The guy's name is Bobby Gordon.
Bobby Buttchug. All right.
Bobby Buttchug. So I haven't previewed this, but this is the guy's name is Bobby Gordon. And listen, the guy means well. I'm sure, Julian, the guy was overall educational, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was overall, it was a positive experience. But out of nowhere, here comes glug 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 glug. Here comes butt chugging out of nowhere, and he's talking about sticking tubes up your butt and getting drunk.
Yep.
And you know what? I just Googled it, I'm ashamed to say.
Yeah.
And it says compared to drinking alcohol, intoxication begins far more quickly upon
butt chugging.
Yeah. Rectal
Oh no,
consumption.
it is very, very dangerous.
All right, hang on a minute. I found a video online.
It's very dangerous.
I found Bobby Gordon, who is an MA and MBA. I found his a YouTube channel. Hang on a minute. Yeah, alcohol and drug speaker for high school, college, athletes, residence halls, campus activities.
I'm just here to give you factual information so that you can make better informed decisions.
This is his
for
YouTube video.
yourself, and also help your friends make better informed decisions. Fair enough? Everybody's got a different perception, a different perspective on this topic.
What if he talks about butt chugging on this video?
That's why I can't sit here and tell you that drugs are right or wrong, or good or bad. I can only provide you factual information, and that's what we'll talk about. I mean, we'll have some anecdotal information, but we're going to talk about facts called state-dependent learning, because that environment and that surrounding...
Yeah, he was speaking at Berry College.
We're doing some highlights here. He might do the butt chugging.
He's going to actually demonstrate butt chugging. Anyway, so that's the guy, right, Julian?
Yeah, no, that's him.
Yeah.
That's kind of a new approach. He's like, I can't tell if drugs are good or bad. No, isn't that? Aren't you supposed to say drugs are bad?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're bad. But Julian, overall, he had a good message, and overall, he was a good speaker, right?
Oh yes, no, he was.
But just out of nowhere, here comes butt chugging.
Butt chugging.
Hey, know your audience. I mean, you and all your classmates
All right.
are talking about that.
So wait a minute. Listen to this. So Julian was the all-school president. He was elected last spring before they went on summer vacation. Julian was elected all-school president for this whole past senior year. And Julian, you had like a weekly meeting with the head of school, right, as the president?
I do, yes.
All right.
Yep.
And he was not at this event, right, the head of school?
He was not, no.
And the next meeting, because this was an event on a weekend, right?
Yes, no, it was on a Saturday.
On a
yeah,
Saturday, they had
there.
this anti-drug motivational speaker, and the head of school was not there. And then when was your meeting? Like Monday, Tuesday, the next week?
It was the following Tuesday.
All right, so he has a meeting with the head of school, and he was unaware of the butt chugging. So, Julie, how did this come up that you're now talking to the head of school about butt chugging?
So I walk into his office, we sit down, we have like our little 2 minutes of like chit chat, just checking in and everything. And then I was like, by any chance, did you get to see our speaker on Saturday? He was like, no, I was attending to some other business, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And I left, and I lead the conversation with, I don't think I've ever been more curious about drugs in my entire life. And his face like was like, oh, hold on, what? And I was like, yeah. So like I learned that you could make bath salts from fertilizer pellets. And then I said something else, and then I was like, oh, and I learned about butt chugging. and his face just dropped.
So the headmaster, the head of school's face just dropped. You did now? Did he?
I made his office.
Now he's like a 65-year-old guy, right? The head of school. Did he know?
Like 60, 62.
Yeah. All right, did he know what butt chugging was, or you had to educate him? Here, did you have to tell him what butt chugging was?
I think I said it. I think I told him because I really wanted to say it to his face. Because like, how many times? You know, who can really say that they told their headmaster, like, the definition or, like, explaining butt chugging? Like, I saw an opportunity and I took it.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, newly graduated from high school, on the way to NYU Film School in September up in New York, my great son, Julian.
Congratulations, Julian. We're so proud of you.
And thanks for the butt chugging segment. We appreciate it. And do me a favor, dude. I need you to be successful in life because I don't want you to end up
in a van down by the river.
Okay?
Julian, I got to have a movie pitch meeting with you about the movie I want to make, okay?
About the guy with his armpit?
Yes.
Yeah, but don't tell anybody because someone might steal that idea.
Don't talk about it. We'll meet about it.
You're going to end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
And we're going to talk about butt chugging. All right, Julian, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, all right, I'll see you, bye.
All right, so Fester gave me a phone number to call. Yes, Rox.
I do want to tell you something.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I had to leave early to go fill in on Morning Blend.
And that's on this morning.
It's on this morning at 10 a.m.,
So
right?
10 a.m. on ABC Action News, so 10 a.m., Channel 28. Roxanne is co-hosting the Morning Blend on TV.
Right. So I was with Natalie Taylor, and she is the host on the show. And we were talking, and she listens to us every day on her drive in. And, Natalie and I are friends. And she said, Roxanne, I am so impressed with MJ's kids.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So Natalie Taylor from Channel 28.
Yeah. So she
says,
gives you a compliment.
Hold on. She says, I'm so impressed with MJ's kids.
Yeah. She's like,
how is it? What did she say?
She listens to the show, just from listening to the show and hearing about what they're doing. And
what a kiss butt.
No, she's look, somebody said something nice about someone.
Not
and
you, I'm saying her.
Right. And I'm just passing it on. And so, it's nice.
I guess she's not impressed with our kids or your kids.
Well, it's very nice. Thank you very much.
Great.
Now, listen, you mentioned the kids, you perked my ears right up.
And then Natalie said, your kids are a disaster, Roxanne.
Yeah.
I know that.
I'm trying to get a hold of JD here. I'm cold calling him. He's expecting our call, but I don't know if he's going to recognize the number.
What's going on, baby?
JD?
Hey, what's going on?
Dude, it's the MJ Morning Show calling you live, baby.
Oh, you know what it is.
All right. So, Roxanne, do you know who this is? This is JD.
Is this JD as in Jack Dawson? I mean, JD from Largo? Is this JD from Largo?
You know what it is. I got the world's largest collection of Titanic on VHS.
Oh my gosh, you are awesome.
It's almost like I'm calling the movie phone guy. Thank you for calling movie phone. All right, so we talked about this dude yesterday, and now Fester and Ryan Hoppy, who's helping Andrew in the producer's booth, track this guy down, and they set him up. We talked about you yet. JD, did anyone tell you that we talked about you yesterday?
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, listen, this audience is massive. I know that we don't get, I'll go into a dissertation later on, but this audience is massive. And we talked about your unique collection. Folks, JD has the world's largest collection of Titanic, the movie, on VHS cassette. So I think I calculated yesterday that you're trying to get to 1,997 copies of Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio on VHS, 1997, because that's when the movie came out. And I think I calculated yesterday that you're like 437 copies short. Is that right?
Oh yeah, we're so close.
JD, what sparked your obsession?
Have you ever seen Titanic, the 1997 smash hit by James Cameron? It's so good. Cassette number 1, cassette number 2, 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. You don't just get Best Picture.
That's true.
JD, are you a real human or are you a chat GPT robot fabrication?
Oh, this is as real as it gets, baby. Let's get it.
All right, so you're going to love this, JD. And JD, you live in Largo, so this is a story that's getting national attention. And hey, shocker, JD's in Largo, right here locally. Roxanne, why don't you tell JD about your 6-year-old daughter's obsession?
Her whole room is now filled with, she has quite a bit of Titanic memorabilia herself, not the VHS tapes. She has seen the movie Titanic over and over and over again. I do fast forward through the part where the guy shoots himself and some other scary parts of it. And but I let her, do her thing. She sings Celine Dion's Heart Will Go On all the time.
JD, listen. Most kids at 6, they've got some like fathead decal stickers of like minions or princesses on their wall. She has a sinking Titanic on her wall at 6 years old.
She doesn't have one. She's begging for one.
I thought she had one.
No, that's why
She's going to have one soon.
But you bought her Titanic sinking coloring books.
Oh gosh, yeah, she has tons of coloring books.
She's 6 years old and she's coloring the Titanic sinking.
I mean, I just see her. She just flips through all the historical magazines about the Titanic.
All right, so JD, how would you diagnose Roxanne's 6-year-old daughter?
Hey, when I was 6 years old, that's when I first saw Titanic in theaters in 1997, baby. Woo! So she's following a good path. Trust me, it's all uphill from here.
Now I'm just thinking you like the number 1997 because you've said that like 5 times.
Oh, that's when Titanic came out. The best year of my life.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
All right. So JD, how many copies? We had the numbers yesterday, but I don't have them. How many copies of the double VHS Titanic set do you have right now?
We're up to 1,586 copies of T on V. That's Titanic on VHS.
All right, so hold on a minute. So let me do the math here. You probably already know it. Let me bring up the calculator. So 1997 minus, you said 1,586?
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1,586.
408 away.
411 away.
Oh.
I thought you were an Arthur Anderson.
We're so close.
I love this guy.
You're quite a character.
Right, so, JD, you need 411 copies of the double VHS set, and your whole house is lined with this stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. From the floor to the ceiling, it's Titanic galore.
Now, are you married?
No, but I do have a partner.
All right. What do you do for a living?
I'm a video editor.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about. Now, what kind of, do you do edit? Will you edit commercials, or what do you do?
Mostly like music videos.
Wow.
And VHS tapes.
And a lot of Titanic content.
Right. JD, what does your partner think of your obsession?
Oh, she's all aboard, baby.
Literally all aboard. Okay.
All right, let me ask you a question, JD. Do you ever have her pose nude on the couch like Rose?
Who's that? We're all about that Jack Dawson up in this thing.
What do you mean? Wait. Go back a minute, JD. You don't know who Rose is?
Who?
Rose?
He likes Jack, right?
Oh, Jack Dawson, JD, my man. He's the king of the world.
Wow, so you really don't like Rose, huh?
Yeah, I'm a big Jack Dawson fan.
Obviously, and you have Jack Dawson. You've got like semi life-size mannequins of Leonardo DiCaprio around your house, right?
Oh yeah.
What do you do with those, JD?
Oh, we go all around the place. We hit thrift stores. We've got Titanic on VHS here. We got Titanic on VHS there. You know what it is.
So what happens with Titanic on DVD? Is that like heck with that?
Yeah, we don't talk about DVD over here.
Yeah, that sucks. And you must despise streaming.
Yeah, it's not as good as the VHS, so that's what I always say.
I love the little fuzziness and the lines that go up the screen.
Yeah.
And then when the audio warps, it goes.
And yeah, VHS is just fun. Stick your fingers in those little holes on the back of it.
Yeah. JD, it's been a treat having you on, buddy. And if anyone wants to send you their copy of Titanic on VHS, the dual copy VHS Titanic set, where should they send the video for your collection?
Oh, send it to the P.O. Box. You can find me at Titanic Fan 97, pretty much any social media site. My P.O. Box is right there. You know what it is, baby. Come on, let's get those numbers up.
All right, Titanic Fan 97, is that it?
That's it.
Titanic Fan 97 on almost all social media, and your P.O. Box is listed so people can send you VHS copies of Titanic.
That's it. That's the gold.
How many unsealed copies we have a guy that, I'm sorry, sealed. We had a guy call yesterday that has an actual factory sealed Titanic.
Ooh, we have 105 sealed right now.
How many copies of Titanic do you have with like food residue on them?
We have a few with Dookie. I have a black one just in case, so we do clean the Duke.
That's good. You don't want the Duke on there,
JD. Dude, thanks for coming on, man. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye, JD.
What? We got to talk to that guy again.
Oh, my God. We just got to call him about anything.
He needs a TV show.
He's going to steer it back to Titanic in 1997.
We clean the Duke.
We got to just call that guy about random stuff.
Yeah.
Something's in the news. We just got to call JD the Titanic guy.
For sure.
You know what it is.
Oh, my God.
That was surprising.
Yeah, that was. But that was weird.
I thought it was going to be a dull-ass interview. And this guy's like, is he putting us on? No, the story's real.
No, but I think he's a character. You know, I think he's playing a character.
The guy clearly is a character. That's a funny dude, man. That was hysterical. Yeah, Rox.
Well, how can you be pro Titanic and not care about Rose?
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't care about Rose. I don't know what the who.
Yeah.
Exactly. Who? Huh?
Maybe collecting all those tapes for all those years has slowly driven him crazy, is what it sounds like.
You saw that Captain Morgan's been stolen, right?
Oh, no.
Somebody stole a life-size statue of Captain Morgan down in Charlotte County. Yeah, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office is looking for a guy that stole a Captain Morgan statue. The man and his dog, which was spotted in the front seat of his getaway car, they were caught on surveillance video stealing the statue from the Lighthouse Grill at Stump Pass down in Englewood. By the way, we have listeners down in Englewood. Good morning, Englewood. Puts it in the bed of a blue pickup truck and then drives away. So this is like a life-size statue of Captain Morgan. And the guy just rips the damn thing off, puts it in the back of a pickup truck, and gone.
I think I've seen those outside of bars, you know, when his leg is up on a stump or something.
Can you buy those on eBay? I mean, can you buy Captain Morgan?
I'll look.
Can you do that? I wonder if these statues are for sale. Yeah, if you know who this guy is, if you know who stole the Captain Morgan statue, call the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office at 941-639-2101. They're hoping to get the Captain Morgan. They're saying to call the sheriff so they can put the thief in make him walk the plank or whatever. So
look,
yeah,
$2,799.
How much is that?
Right there.
Oh, $2,799. Is that so? That's Captain. Well, I don't know if that's Captain Morgan. That's a life-size statue.
Oh, it looks more like
looks like more like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but look, maybe it was this one. Captain Morgan.
Yeah, that one's $1,549.
God, why would you buy that?
Yeah, but what do you do with it? I mean,
no.
Put it in my man cave, bro.
You know what I've always wanted?
Man cave?
No.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
Life-size Blues Brothers statues.
Yeah, no, you're close. I never really wanted those. I wanted like a real original cigar store Indian. You know?
Wasn't there an episode of Seinfeld when they did?
Yeah, Kramer. Yeah, Kramer had one. But I just remember when I was a kid that there was a smoke shop, a cigar store inside the Nanuet Mall, right off Route 59 and Middletown Road. There was this old school just cigar shop, pipe and tobacco shop, and they had the wooden Indian. This is like, I was a kid. I was like 5 years old. This is like 71 or something, 72. And they had that. I was just fascinated by, because my barber shop was right next door to the smoke and pipe and tobacco shop. And man, I was obsessed with this cigar store Indian. Man, I to this day, I still want one of those things.
And what are you going to do with that?
But I want one like one of the original ones, like maybe from the 40s or the 50s. You know, I don't want like some new replica, some kind of, new knockoff version.
Remember the Twilight Zone movie when the cigar store Indian came to life and killed everybody?
No.
You never saw that? Oh, my God, it's awesome.
You just made that up.
Okay, I'll show you during the commercial.
All right, go ahead. It was a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't watch for me, for Twilight Zone, it's only the old stuff. I only watch the original Rod Serling, and I've seen every Twilight Zone episode. But all the new stuff, the new versions, I'm sorry, I just have no interest in that whatsoever. All right, 8:45 at the MJ Morning Show. Folks, stand by. Duran tickets are on the way shortly. So it's 8:45. We'll get to 9 o'clock soon. Sometime in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll tell you to call in and win Duran tickets for the show coming up at Amalie Arena. So stand by, your chance to win Duran in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. More warnings from the FBI. Now it's, if you just have a photo on social media, folks, we are coming to the point where things are getting really, really dangerous out there. We have a new FBI warning. And if you just have social media, I mean, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, new FBI warning, 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 and that's next on the MJ. Q105. Hey, folks, MJ here. Roxanne is here today. Froggy's here today. You have not heard Fester today because Fester. What do you? We're on the air.
I'm sorry. I thought my mic was off still.
Who are you talking to? Those are children's?
Yeah, I'm just saying goodbye to my kids.
All right, we're okay.
Gosh, what is this? Not a family-friendly show?
I know. Golly.
No, it's a very family-friendly show. I just don't expect to,
But my family, not friendly to my family.
No, I just didn't expect to hear a speakerphone conversation with your kids. And all right, anyway.
We talked to Julian today.
Yeah, but that was like planned.
That was about butt chugging. All right.
Exactly. When your 6-year-old daughter wants to talk about butt chugging, she can come on the show anytime she wants.
Okay, that's weird.
You got the MJ Morning Show. Are they still on speakerphone?
All right. Bye.
All right, they're gone. Sorry
Hang
about
up
that.
on
Sorry,
them.
I thought I did.
No, all right. Where was I? You're listening to the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Fester's not here. Fester left on a Southwest flight at 5:20 this morning, heading to Denver because he's going on vacation with his mother-in-law.
He should be there right by now. He should be in Denver by now.
Let me check my Flight Radar 24 and see what the status of that flight is. Oh yeah, I think they've landed. Yeah, it's already. I think they've landed. Let me try Fester here quickly. Hang on a minute.
And just remind me, I got to talk to you about something. A text message I got.
Yep, we have a text, and then I got a Froggy follow up. We got to get to. Yeah. All right, so calling Fester right now. It's 8:59 this morning, so 8:59 here on the East Coast. Fester is now in the Mountain Time Zone. Fester, I saw your flight take off this morning.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It's like, I bet you MJ's watching.
Was the plane tilted to one side?
Yeah, you were on the right. You were on the right side of the aircraft, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah, because it was listing. I saw the plane was tilting to the right as it was climbing out from one runway 19 right over at Tampa International. Hey, so
I'll take your word on it.
You were on Southwest. Just out of curiosity, did you have an entertaining flight crew or one of the more boring flight crews?
I had a medium flight crew.
I'd explain.
Like the announcement at the beginning of it.
Yep.
Right. They're like, hey, listen, your overhead package goes up. Your personal item goes under your seat. And the lady goes, I don't care. She goes, I don't care if it's Prada or Gucci or Hermes.
Well, she was label shaming.
Put it under your seat.
All right. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is we played earlier this morning. We played a video of a rapping Southwest flight attendant giving the pre-flight safety instructions. So you got to hear this. Folks, if you missed this at 6 o'clock this morning, I don't think that Fester had this flight attendant, but check this out.
This is Flight 372 on SWA. The flight attendant's on board serving you today. Teresa in the middle, David in the back. My name is David, and I'm here to tell you that shortly after takeoff, first things first, there's soft drinks and coffee to quench your thirst. But if you want another kind of drink, then just holler. Alcoholic beverages will be $4. If a Monster Energy drink is your plan, that'll be $3, and you get the whole can. If you have a coupon, then that's fantastic. Open up the bins, put away your suitcases. Carry on items, go under the seat in front of you, so none of you have things by your feet. If you have a seat on a row with the exit, we're gonna talk to you, so you might as well expect it. You gotta help evacuate in case we need you. If you don't want to, then we're gonna reseat you. Before we leave, our advice is put away your electronic devices. Fasten your seatbelt, then put your trays up. Press the button to make the seat back raise up. Sit back, relax, have a good time. It's almost time to go, so I'm done with the rhyme. Thank you for the fact that I wasn't ignored. This is Southwest Airlines. Welcome aboard.
What do you think of that guy?
I think Biz Markie should just focus on getting the drinks right.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. All right, so is your flight fairly uneventful? Fester, you there?
Yeah, I had to wrangle these crazy kids.
All right, are you at the airport now?
Yeah, when you called, I was walking off.
Oh, you're just walking off the flight. You just landed at Denver.
Yeah, I have Allison giving me stank eye. I have kids running different directions.
Well, get ready.
All right,
now you have a long walk. Denver Airport is big.
Yeah, so you got to walk. Sometimes if you find yourself at the end of one of those terminals, use the people movers. Then you gotta, those are the walking ones. Then you gotta take the escalators down. You gotta get on the train to go to the main terminal. Did you guys check bags?
Yeah, we had to check some bags.
Yeah, schmucks. Yeah, don't check bags.
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
Southwest 2 fly free.
I know
And
that.
I didn't have room in the carry-on for my new boots I got. So
Hold on, you bought cowboy boots for your Western vacation?
how do I not buy cowboy boots size 15 for a Western vacation?
Oh my God! All right, so where are you going? We're just having fun with the fact that you're going on vacation with your mother-in-law.
Okay, so my mother-in-law's dream apparently is to go to like some family vacation, and she wanted to do like this dude ranch in what's town? The town's Buena Vista, Colorado.
Yeah,
Is this city slickers?
So they're going to a dude ranch with Fester's mother-in-law.
Well, it's like my sister-in-law. It's the whole freaking. Then it's her sister.
Oh my
God, no!
This sounds like a nightmare.
It sounds awful. Allison and I are on the same page.
Oh my! So why didn't you say no? How do you get roped into this?
It was not that I was roped into it. It was like did your family ever buy you anything that was like a surprise present?
No.
It's like Christmas morning, right?
Did they pay? Did your mother-in-law pay for all the airfare?
No, she paid for the trip. She paid for the airfare. She paid for.
Oh my God! So this is like a freeloader vacation for you?
I mean, I gotta put up a couple nights of hotel.
What about the rental car? Is she paying for that?
No, but I got a pretty good rate.
All right, very good. So I'm guessing you're renting from Hertz, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make my way to the Hertz counter.
There you go.
And,
man, you gotta get some Hertz Platinum status like I have, man.
I'll send you a picture. Allison bought Hudson a carry-on bag. That's a scooter. Get up off the floor.
Oh my, what is he rolling on the floor at Denver International Airport right now?
My son's riding a scooter through the airport. His luggage turns into like a razor scooter.
Oh, I've seen those. Hey, Fester, I got to run, but listen, enjoy your dude ranch trip with your mother-in-law.
I mean, you guys can call me anytime because, I'm 2 hours behind. You guys start the show at 4 a.m. where I am. So call me anytime.
Hey, Fester, a couple things. I found this article about all these conspiracy theories about Denver International Airport, that there's a barbed wire perimeter keeping hypothetical prisoners in. And then don't forget to check out the blue Mustang, Lucifer, as you leave the airport property.
With the red eyes.
With the red eyes.
You know that the blue Mustang, the blue horse statue, that fell on top of the creator and killed him while it was in his shop.
Yes.
That is true.
That's what I was going to say.
That is a true story.
So I sent you that story on your email. If your line is long, it hurts.
And then the runway is, some people say it's like shaped like a SWAT. And there's all kinds of silly Denver airport conspiracy crap. Hey, Fester, before you go.
Yes.
You're now free to have a vacation with your mother-in-law. Goodbye.
He sounds happy.
Yeah, is he scared of his mother-in-law?
I don't know, but that sounds like...
No, she's nice.
She's nice?
It sounds like misery.
It's just the fact that he has to go. Those entire family vacations are exhausting.
You had a text
yes.
question from a listener, right, Roxanne?
Okay, so this listener was like, I'm trying to watch the other day's program on MJTV because they wanted to see...
It was Tuesday
because they wanted to see me do my butterfly dance. And he's like, I can't watch it. And it's saying SME content. So I'm trying to think what SME stands for. Is that sadomasochistic entertainment?
Exactly.
SME.
That's when you put on your tight leather outfit and you got a flogger and you were flogging Fester's hairy back.
So hot.
No, so here's the... Do you have a leather outfit?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you have a face mask?
Weirdo. No.
All right. Just all. You call me a weirdo?
Yes.
All right. All kidding aside, our Tuesday broadcast got copyright violated and yanked off YouTube. So that's MJTV. Now, Andrew, I think people can still listen. They won't be able to see it, but people can still. Our podcast is still up, right, Andrew?
Yes.
So the podcast is still up. But somehow we got copyright violated for MJTV, the whole show on video with cameras in the studio, because, Andrew, you think it's because I did the segment where I played
Top 10.
Top 10
one-hit wonders.
Best one-hit wonder rock songs of all time, right?
I believe that was probably it.
So some stinking one-hit wonder complained and had us yanked.
Probably multiple did.
Probably Crazy Town.
Yeah, there we go.
Lit.
Yeah. Come, my lady. Come, come, my lady.
So that's what the guy was wanting to see. He's like, I really wanted to see your dance. So what if Froggy played it on his nose tune hummings? Would that get us flagged?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
All right, so you want to recreate it right now? All right, so here's
it's
the deal.
It's only if his nose tune is playing. I don't know.
So our broadcast on YouTube got pulled off. So that's the Tuesday broadcast from last week has been copyright violated, and it's been removed from YouTube. All right, so Froggy, can you do... was it to Come My Lady?
Yeah, it was Come My Lady.
So Come My Lady, Froggy, if you can do just kind of do a little nose harp on that, and then Roxanne will go ahead and what's the texter's name?
I don't know their name, but
the texter wanted to see you do the butterfly dance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Froggy, give me some Come My Lady, Come My Lady.
All right, let me see if I'm prepared to do this.
All right, and then Roxanne's going to recreate the dance. We got to hurry. I got a lot of stuff to do. It's 9:08, so I've got the big, huge 9:10 big story of the day we got to get to here in a couple of minutes. Also, Duran tickets for Amalie Arena coming up on June 17th, just a couple of days away. We'll give away a pair of tickets to Duran in just a matter of moments here on the MJ Morning Show. So, Froggy, let her rip. Go. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. All right. Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
I need to tune my nose. Sorry, I'm a little out of tune.
Is the camera on Roxanne? Yeah.
That didn't have the same effect.
You got to do the whole thing.
I did. I know I was doing it, but it's just, you know what? I need the deep bass of the, I need that bass to really get me.
If I play it, we're going to get copyright violated again.
I know. So
yeah, some songs we can play. Meaning, like the few songs we played during the morning show, those don't end up on MJTV because that's part of the commercial break technically. But when we come back live, if I played just a couple of segments. I played like quick little clips of the top 10 one-hit wonder rock songs, best of all time, and I guess we got yanked.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so that's the story.
That was for Brian in Oldsmar. I said somebody in Tampa. But Brian, I tried.
There you go,
Thank you, Brian in Oldsmar. Now, Froggy.
What?
I've got a follow-up to Teresa's email. Do you remember, Roxanne, what Teresa's email was about earlier today?
I thought her name was Vanessa.
No, Teresa.
Yes.
Teresa wrote, "Hey, MJ, this is Teresa from Lakeland. I watch and listen every morning. Do you have any idea when Hal Herman will be back from his extended stay in rehab? Can he give us anything? Truth Booth, Impression Connection, 8-bit hit?" Teresa Lakeland is asking for Hal Herman, which is it's a Froggy put-on character. Froggy, give us a little Hal Herman.
Actually, I'm right here under the desk.
So
I've just been hanging out next to Louis Anderson.
All right, so I got a follow-up email, not from Teresa.
Oh, yeah?
I get an email from Matthew in Tampa, and this just came in a little while ago from my personal private email account. Folks, you can email me anything, any comments, questions, praise, complaints. You got some hot tips, you got some gossip, you have content for the show. Email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. And Matthew writes in, MJ, Hal Herman's hiatus has been a godsend.
Hi! What the hell is this guy talking about?
And now you're going to kowtow to one listener from Lakeland, take it to the phones, take a vote. Hal Herman represents everything bad about radio broadcasters.
Who the hell is this son of a bitch?
Please spare us. I'm not making this up. I'm holding my email up on my phone right now.
This guy thinks he knows me. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know I've been broadcasting for 32 years.
Should we do this on Monday? Should we take a vote? Hal Herman on or off the show?
Probably not.
It's going to be predominantly on based on the texters.
You know, maybe with the popularity of that Louie and Louie show you guys are always talking about, is horrible impressions of Louie Anderson and Louis Armstrong.
I tell you what. Monday,
oh God,
we're going to go to the phones. We'll open up the voting lines on Monday and find out if the listeners want Hal Herman back or if they want Hal Herman to die in rehab.
Listen.
Yeah, Hal Herman fell off the wagon. He broke out of rehab. He broke into an ABC store.
Going the route of Jeff Conway, I feel.
and just got all loaded up or something. All right, so
I'll see you Monday.
are you ready for the 9-10 big item of the day here?
Yeah, it's called the 9-1.
And by the way, I didn't.
What the hell was that?
I didn't. What?
She just did a fake orgasm noise.
It's called the what?
No, one of my texting friends gets that. What the joke I was trying to make the other day. None of you guys figured it out.
Which was the?
What we need to name the segment.
Go ahead.
Because it's really
So
exciting.
what were you just doing?
I just said we're getting ready, right? Oh, actually, it's too late now. We can't do the 9-1. Oh, I did it wrong that time. Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's the 9-1. Oh, see, I can't do it on demand.
Okay, it's the
Has
big.
to be real.
It's the big
Wow.
9-10 story. By the way, with Hal Herman falling off the wagon, breaking into a liquor store,
Yes.
I didn't say Lucan's because I don't want anyone to break into my friends at Lucan's store, okay?
I would never do that to your friends.
All right, please. So-
I only break into ABC Liquors. That's my preferred choice to rob.
Please stop it. I don't say that.
Sorry, I'm just
All right.
I need a drink.
This is a crazy. Stop with the Hal Herman.
All right, sorry.
This is a crazy story.
For our what segment is it, MJ?
It's the.
You have to say it now.
No, you do it.
No, you do it.
All right, this is insane. A guy rigged up his home with Indiana Jones style booby traps.
It's awesome. Does he have the big ball?
It injured. Wait till you hear this. This is crazy. An FBI agent was actually injured at the guy's house because he set up Indiana Jones movie style booby traps. You got to see the picture of this guy. I'm going to hold it up to MJTV in a minute. A 71-year-old guy in Oregon facing up to 20 years in a federal prison for rigging his home with a plethora of Indiana Jones-inspired booby traps, including a round hot tub set to roll downhill like a boulder from the movie Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Does he want to kill someone for real?
He set up a round hot tub to roll downhill like the boulder going through the cave.
What's a round hot tub? What am I missing
Dude,
here?
it's a hot tub that's round. So he obviously turned it on its side so it would roll downhill.
It's not like a bubble.
Oh, I'm thinking of a bathtub. A hot tub, yes, they are round. That's stupid.
So the hot tub set to roll downhill, it left a federal agent hospitalized. A federal grand jury last week found Gregory Lee Rodvelt guilty on one count of assaulting a federal officer, one count of using and discharging a firearm in relation to a crime of violence. According to court documents filed in the U.S. District Court of Oregon, Rodvelt owned and occupied a home located in Williams, Oregon. He lost the home in a lawsuit. An attorney was appointed by the court to be the custodian of the property and was charged with cleaning and selling the home. However, the attorney requested the assistance of authorities after learning that Rodvelt had returned to the home since losing it and had placed a sign in the front yard stating it was protected by improvised devices. At the request of custodial attorney, bomb technicians from the Oregon State Police and the FBI showed up, responded to the property, which was previously owned by the guy, but he lost the house in a court order and a judgment. Upon arrival at the property, the bomb technicians encountered a minivan obstructing the gate. Investigators say they found steel animal traps attached to a gate post and underneath the minivan's hood. Additionally, homemade spike strips were discovered. The attorney had unintentionally driven over. As the technician neared the residence, they observed a large round hot tub had been placed on its side. Authorities said the hot tub was triggered and rigged in such a manner that when the gate was opened, the hot tub would roll down the hill toward the people down at the bottom of the hill. It caused the spa to roll toward the persons at the gate like something out of Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, in which Harrison Ford had to outrun the giant stone boulder, which he triggered accidentally because he hit that booby trap switch. Can you believe this? Real-life Indiana Jones booby traps. Further inspection by the technicians revealed windows that had been secured from the inside and security doors located at both the front and rear entrances. The front door also displayed apparent bullet holes from shots fired within. Inside the garage, a rat trap had been modified to accommodate a shotgun shell. Oh, my God. I mean, this is crazy. As the bomb technicians, accompanied by 2 other law enforcement officers, congregated near the front of the residence, they utilized an explosive charge to breach the front door. The group carefully entered, diligently looking for additional traps. In the center of the front entryway, they found a wheelchair, which, when inadvertently moved by one of the agents, triggered a homemade shotgun device. Jeez. My God. You move the wheelchair and it fires a shotgun at you. Is this insane?
That's crazy.
What is wrong with this guy?
This guy's a pretty clever engineer.
The device discharged a .410 shotgun shell, striking one of the FBI bomb technicians below the knee. He was given first aid. He was transported to the hospital. Man, he could have been killed. I'm sure they're wearing vests, though. Wow. This is... during an interview, Rodveld stated he set up fishing line and a tripwire across the property gate that went to the round hot tub that was on its side set to roll downhill. Whoever came through the gate, that triggered the giant hot tub to roll down the... I mean, have you ever heard of anything like this?
No.
Dude, of course
Anyway,
not.
the guy now faces up to 20 years in federal prison. I mean, I haven't seen this story anywhere. And it's like insanity.
This should be the lead story on all news stations right now.
It should be. And that's that is as nuts as it gets. Holy crap. All right, when we get back, we have the final long chunk of the MJ Morning Show. I have that story about the FBI warning about rolling hot tubs. No, the latest FBI warning regarding your photos on your social media. And I got a feel-good story I want to do. It's just going to make me feel good, like I did a community service item on the show, which I try to do regularly. So I've got a little feel-good object coming up in just a bit. Oh, and we got to discuss this. Is this too much? Newlyweds were seen driving their vehicle, and some people are calling this over the top, too much. No. And calling out the newlywed couple for something they did. All right, hold on. All that and a whole lot more next in minutes. The moment we get back, we're also giving away Duran Duran tickets in minutes for Amelie coming up on June 17th. So hang on. Your chance to win Duran Duran tickets happens next and all that crap here on the MJ Morning Show in the final chunk of the show next on a Friday here on Q105. Heads up. Now, I have... Of the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday. Hopefully you got a nice weekend planned. 9:28 on the MJ Morning Show. We'll do Duran Duran tickets in just a matter of moments. First, though, the FBI warning story that I was mentioning just a little while ago. The FBI, and this is something that we know has been occurring, but it's accelerating. So here's a big FBI warning about nefarious bad actors, crooks, turning your photos online. So we're talking about all the photos we have all over the place on our Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media you're on. Crooks are taking your photos and turning them into like X-rated pornographic deep fakes and then trying to blackmail and extort you. So, listen, this is on top of the other items that we've talked about. Remember, this has been going on nationally. The St. Pete police even mentioned this, and they brought this to everyone's attention. You know, we've talked about this now for months, but the whole phishing scam of somebody contacting you on social media, I get them all day long. It's ridiculous. I get these things all freaking day long. I get these messages, these DMs, like on Instagram, for instance, and it's some attractive woman. It's like, hey, honey, I saw your profile. You sound cute. Or, I mean, it's like ridiculous. I mean, who falls for this garbage? And, you know, I'll send messages back sometimes like, hey, Toots, why don't you go scam somebody else? Go.
Toots?
Yeah.
You call him Toots?
And then I had some ladies, you know, just, then one of these people, it's a guy. It's not even a girl, these scam operations. So you got to be careful because scam one is they try to befriend you on social media, or they send you like the texts that go around, hey, how you doing? Hey, what you up to? And it's from a number that you don't know who it is. It's nobody you know. I got one earlier this week. Michelle got one yesterday. You know, hey, what's up? Hey, what you doing? And a lot of these are just phishing scams, whether it's via text, whether it's social media. And what happens in those cases, a lot of times they like coax you. They make you believe that it's someone that's attractive. They'll send you pictures or whatever. They'll target guys a lot, and then they'll get the guy to send a real nude picture, and then they'll blackmail you. Then they'll say, hey, we've got your nude picture now, and we want X number of dollars. Send us $5,000. Send us $10,000. If you don't, we're going to send this to all your friends. We're going to send it to your job. We're going to send it to, we're going to post it online everywhere. And these are people that actually take nude photos because they think they're conversing with some smoking hot babe on, Twitter, direct message, or Instagram, or TikTok, or wherever. So don't fall for that scam. So that's going on. And now the other warning from the FBI is that folks are just grabbing your pictures from your social media. And with all of the sophisticated programs and photoshopping and the way that they can create these deep fakes these days, they're taking a normal picture, they're turning it into some porno thing, and they're trying to extort you. They're trying to blackmail you.
Yeah, I think anybody can do that. I think Jackie, with all of her amazing photoshopping capabilities, can do that. I mean, it's pretty easy nowadays, right? Take someone's face and slap it on a nude body. How hard is that? I mean,
Or take a picture of your face and body and just Photoshop, maybe pants down or, whatever.
Right. You know when they're getting sued by me? They take my face and
who's getting sued by you?
Put it on
the unknown scamster, like in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, and put me on like a message.
Hey, how you gonna serve them?
No.
All right, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, let me put it this way: if they put me on a better looking body than my own, then I'm probably not gonna sue them.
So you're okay if they put your face on a better looking nude body, then you're okay with it?
What if they put your body on Susan Boyle's face, or backwards, or the reverse?
What?
Her head on Susan Boyle's body. Susan Boyle, you remember her? She's sexy as hell.
I think she had a stroke.
All right, thanks for making me feel bad.
No, seriously, I think she just had you think I'm making it up? Hang on a minute.
Susan Boyle did not just have a stroke.
Hold on a minute. Let me go to the internet. Hang on.
Oh no.
Susan Boyle stroke.
Oh no.
Susan Boyle reveals she had a stroke last year. I fought like crazy to get back to where I was.
Oh,
dude,
Susan.
Dude, how bad do you feel now?
You definitely don't want her face on your
Susan
body.
Boyle revealed that she had a stroke and she's worked hard to get her speech back. Hey, you're making fun. What is wrong with you?
I feel bad now. All right.
Why don't you go to a nursing home and just make fun of people? What is wrong with you, Froggy?
I've actually done that. It's pretty fun. When my
Stop.
grandmother was in one, I would just walk down and be like,
you did
start
not.
bashing them.
No, you did not.
Nice hair, old man.
All right, let's give away some Duran Duran tickets right now. Let's go with caller 75. Caller 75 right now. If you'd like to see Duran Duran at Amalie Arena coming up on June 17th, and I can highly recommend them live. I've seen them perform live, and recently we were actually it's about a year and a half ago. We were in London, and we turned on the TV, and there was a BBC Radio 1 special, and it was like they were bringing back their live performances after they were all shut down because of COVID. And they had Duran Duran live, and they were incredible. I'm like, whoa, they sound great. So Duran Duran tickets right now. We'll take caller 75, 800-990-1047. So 75th caller, 800-990-1047. Good luck. We'll take caller 75 live on the air. All right, tell me if this is obnoxious.
Yes.
They're getting shamed for this. These are newlyweds, bride, groom. They just got married. As they're driving around with their newlywed signs all over their vehicle, they have their Venmo username for people just to send them gifts.
I've seen that.
As they're just driving down the road. Like, they want total strangers to say, oh, look at them. Oh, they're so sweet. They just got married. Oh, look, there's their Venmo. Let me send them $1,000.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know how people love random acts of kindness? It's almost like they're soliciting someone to do a random, because obviously they want strangers to do it, right?
That's the deal.
Weird.
Yeah. So they're advertising their Venmo name on their just married signage all over their car. And they've been hit pretty heavily. You know, folks on Reddit don't seem to really care for this. And they're kind of attacking the couple, just saying it's tacky. Yeah, this was also out of that wedding shaming subreddit group. 535,000 members. And we had the other story we had earlier, same Reddit shame group, or the wedding shaming group. What was the one we had earlier today? That was that where the bride told the bridesmaids do not get pregnant, right?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Wasn't that out of that? So now we've got the newlyweds driving around with their Venmo username, essentially begging people to send them money to their Venmo account. That's pretty tacky.
Dicky tacky.
That is pretty damn tacky. All right, waiting for Andrew to give me the thumbs up, and we'll take caller 75 for the Duran Duran tickets live on the air here in just a bit. Let me do my good deed for the day. I saw earlier this week that the shelters, the dog kennel shelters, are at capacity, essentially.
Aww.
Yeah, critical capacity in Hillsborough County. So the Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center is jammed. This is according to their Facebook post. There is an emergency need. There's an emergent, you got to do this. There's a need for people to adopt pets. They need foster homes. So please help take off the strain. This is the Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center, and they're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So they're open right now. They'll open in 23 minutes. They'll be open tomorrow. You got to be at least 18 years old. You got to live in Hillsborough County. You can be a foster. You can adopt. So, folks, it's the Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center, and they need help. They are at critical capacity right now. Go adopt a dog this weekend. Make a dog just, happy as hell. Give a dog a great home. So, Hillsborough County Pet Resource Center, go adopt or become a foster home for some of these pets as they're at critical capacity.
And spayed or neuter your pets.
Oh, yeah, and absolutely. And whatever you do, folks, please help control the pet population. Get your pets spayed. I sound like Hal Herman there for a minute.
Get your pet. I'll do it.
Get your pets.
Don't forget, help the pet population and get your cats and dogs spayed.
All right, thank you, Froggy.
Well, thank you very much for letting me do that. My name's Hal Herman, actually.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Who's this?
This is Tony.
Hey, Tony, how's it going? Hello?
Did Tony just hang up?
Tony
just hung up.
You're not a fan of the Hal Herman show there?
Tony was caller 75.
Tony, I mean, you won a contest and...
Tony was just about to win the Duran tickets.
Did I scare you there, Tony?
Froggy,
sorry.
You're chasing our contest winners away. You made him hang up.
He didn't want to hear his name said.
My God. Let's go to caller 76 then. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Oh, thank God you've answered. This is Alan.
What's happening?
Oh, thank God you've answered. Alan, why are you calling Milton Fludgecow at the MJ Morning Show?
I'm calling to win Duran Duran tickets. I've been calling since 1994.
This guy's doing shtick on me. Well,
everybody's doing shtick today.
What's going on here? Alan, congratulations. You win.
Yay. Happy Friday to everyone.
Would you like to go with my big fat kid, Chauncey?
I'd love to take Chauncey.
How about my daughter, Estelle?
Let's go. Let's all go.
What's my address?
1, 2, 3, 4, Flicka Flacka.
Close enough.
I think it's 7 something.
I think it was like 15, 16. Flicka Flacka Lane. Oh, dude.
I live right down the street.
Where do you live? By the tree?
By the tree.
I live next to the tree. All right. Hey, Alan, congratulations. Man, you're going to see Duran Duran at Amalie Arena on June 17th, buddy.
That is awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Alan, thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. I'm going to put you on hold.
Should be thanking me, Alan, really.
Yeah, thank Froggy, because Hal Herman scared away the real winner.
Thank you, Hal. Much appreciated.
No problem there, buddy.
Have a good weekend. He's on line 4, so give those tickets away. Before we get out of here, this is burglary. Listen to this. A guy was found on a woman's patio charging his cell phone up in Spring Hill. Suspect, 34-year-old Anthony Stravino, found sitting on the woman's back patio, 7:15 in the morning on Wednesday. She's about to let her dogs outside. She calls the Hernando County Sheriff's Office, didn't know who this guy was, why he's sitting there. Stravino told deputies that he thought that he was at his girlfriend's house waiting to be let in. He's on the porch charging his cell phone. Anyway, guess what? He had a backpack. What do you think was in the backpack? Yeah, how about 22.4 grams of methamphetamine, multiple empty plastic baggies, a used syringe, a scale?
Well, no wonder he needed to charge his phone. He had some deliveries to make.
Yeah, he had some business to do. He had to deliver some Walter White product here. Yeah, they also found some small plastic baggies with 0.6 grams and 0.5 grams of heroin. And he was charged with burglary of an occupied dwelling. He's on the porch charging his phone. He's got a backpack full of drugs, and the dude's been busted. Can't just go to someone's house and plug in. The hell is this guy thinking?
Suppose you can't.
No, you can't do that. So I think that's it. I think we're going to call it a day. I think we're going to call it a week here. I think it's been a pretty successful week of MJ Morning Show crapcasting. What do you think?
I think so.
Totally agree.
All right, folks, have a fantastic weekend. If you need to get a hold of me for any reason, call me on my cell or MJ at MJMorningshow.com. Send me an email, any hot tips, gossip. You have any good content for the show, comments, questions, complaints, MJ at MJMorningshow.com. Have a fantastic, safe weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.